did. Well, sorry for the headphone users. They probably just heard me say "dis" really loud, and then ba ba bum. There we
Baba Booey.
are.
Baba Booey.
Ba ba
Baba
booey.
Booey.
All right, fellas, guys, bros, homies.
Hey. Hey.
Who would like to share what happened last time?
Not
everybody all at once.
I don't remember why, but I got blessed by robot name is Heart. Why did I get blessed by him again? Do you remember?
What the fuck?
Hart explained he was working with guys to destroy the planet. Grimace blew up the ship. Oh, this might not be the notes.
Grimace, every time. He catches me off guard every time.
We met a grandma who was a turtle woman.
True.
She has screaming plants called mandrakes. We talked to the people at the church about what happened to Goldara. Muck is the frog guarding the river. Got a bag of holding with 2 exclamation points. There is a wand of lightning bolt with 2 uses in it. We knock out the frog and drag him. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
So basically, yeah, we get a quest from the lady because she was going to make a cloak, right, for Mao. And so we go talk to this old woman, and she needs us to get magic water from the river or something. But there's a weird frogman that's guarding the river, so we... How did we knock him out in the end? Was it the potion?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a sleeping potion or something along those lines.
I had a backup plan that I remember was funny, but I don't think we used it.
No, you mean your salt, your insta kill?
Oh yeah, I got a bag of salt to pour on him.
To literally melt the poor guy. Oh my goodness.
If you guys don't know in real life, if you put salt on a frog, it like boils their skin off.
Horrible.
But anyway, Mao tricks him with the potion, and that he drinks the potion, thinking it's just alcohol, but it's sleepy time. It's sleepy time tea, and he falls asleep, and then I use a rope to tie him up, and now we're dragging him back to town.
Very true.
If there's one thing that Gronk knows how to do is tie something up and drag it around.
As we've seen. All right. Do you have anything else to add, or?
Not much happened. We stopped by the magic item store and it blew up. But we intimidated the guy enough that he gave us a real bag of holding, because I finally just stood up to him and said I was sick and tired of him scamming us, and he better give us a real magic item. So he gave me a bag of holding, but with that, we also came to an agreement that we'll bring magic items to him as long as he saves some of the good magic items he actually finds, like the real magic items, aside for us. And then he'll pay us for the magic items we find. So that's pretty epic. Gronk finally has something overpowered, like how Mao got to become a vampire. I got a bag of holding. We also put the robot in the bag of holding to see what it was like, and he kind of described it like a weird void, but like with color, I think he said something. Like, I don't remember how. Anyway, hey everybody. Let me keep rambling.
All right. No, I mean, you did good. I mean, you got a lot of the key points. So
it took me a second to like start
turning the wheels.
Ears turn. Yeah,
it's been a hot minute. It's been like 2 weeks, so it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, I moved, so that was part of the problem. But I finally got my computer set up last night just so I could do the stream today.
All right. So, as Mao and Gronk are heading back from the forest with their newly captured friend,
Frog.
Muck's kind of like walking along a little bit dizzily as you guys are kind of like dragging him to the town. And as you guys enter the
Ow,
town,
he's waking up a little.
as you are walking into the town, you start to hear a very loud commotion start to like rile up from the center of town.
Well, we should probably go check that out.
I pick up Frogman and just put him under my
One
arm
of
like
these.
this and start running toward the center of town. And then Mao can obviously run toward the center of town if he wants, but just so he knows I have Muck under control right now.
So as you guys are sprinting and you're sprinting, you guys go to the middle of town and you can see that the normal Lord of Light followers are having a disagreement with people that look like the exact opposite. The Lord of Lights people usually wear like just very yellow or white, very bright colored clothing. And you can see that they're having arguments with these cloaked figures, and these cloaked figures, they're just all dressed in pure black. And as you are going around,
Now we're gonna pick up some goth women. Some goth
you-
baddies.
as you guys are walking around, you see actually in the center of the group with the darker clothing, you see there's one on each side. There's holding a container. Oh my god, my little chihuahua's losing her mind. Shut up, I love you. So you see them, there's one on each side of this container, and as you're like going around, you're kind of like taking a look at these people, and you see inside the container, it's a glass box with these large two handles that one on each side are people holding this box off the ground a bit. And inside the box, from what looks like, it's a black mask. It has horns on the top of its head, where it's two big ones, and then right above that are two small ones. And then the rest of the face is kind of in a almost like it's in agony almost. And you see all the people are wearing similar masks, but they're definitely not as nice as
All of the people in black, or
Yeah.
all of the people, including the people in white?
No. Just the people in
Okay.
black are wearing masks that look similar to this.
Okay.
They're like, they look similar, but it's like, you know, like when people say like, oh, we have a mask at home. That's what that is. So you see them all, and they're going back and forth, and you see a very familiar face. You two see the one that just got in charge of the Lord of Lights Church. He's standing in front of the Lord of Lights people. And he's pointing at this character that's in front of the dark clothed crowd. And he says,
Good job being careful there.
yeah, I know. He points at him and he says, we don't need your words. All you're spewing is blasphemy. Leave. Leave now. We don't need this. We have had enough problems as it is. We do not need you running amok in our town, causing chaos. And then you hear the character on the other side, the darker clothed figure. And it's a man's voice, and he says, ah, but as you see, I'm not here to make chaos. I am here to show people the true light. For instance, your so-called Lord of Light could not hold a candle to your undead problem. However, the Lord of Shadows, he has no
Had
concern for
nothing
undead.
to do with defeating the undead problem.
He has no concern for the undead. And then you see him hold up a salute, and you see the rest of them start to follow suit. And you hear them all chant at the same time. We are him, and him is me, and through all things need to cease to be. And
Wait,
then-
do we have a goblin? Sorry.
No. Anyway. So,
I'm really sorry.
we don't have a goblin.
Well, who's Gobby the Goblin on the character sheet?
Oh, I made that. That was not supposed to be in the campaign, but I accidentally...
Added it?
Yeah. Because there's a little button that says add to campaign. That was my bad. But anyway. So,
Sorry, I ruined your flow.
So, and you see them go back and forth for what seems like a good 5 to 10 minutes. And then, all of a sudden, another person runs into the middle of town. And they're looking at both groups, and they're just screaming, "Help! Help!" And you see the darker clothed figure walk to this person, and it's just a I would say just a peasant looking person, short croppy hair. They're just wearing simple clothes, covered in dirt and mud, and he's explaining the situation to them. He says, "In the forest, there was 2 others with me. Some spider-like creature took them into the trees, and I never saw them again. I had to escape. I ran as fast as I could," and then he starts crying. And you see the darker clothed figure put a hand on his shoulder and say, "My child, do not worry about this. We will help you with this. Gobi, come help him with this." And
Gobi!
you see a shorter, stout, clothed figure walk his way towards this person. Now, for those of you who wanted to believe in the Lord of Light, by all means. However, the Lord of Shadows welcomes you as well. And you see this this younger, kind of like, I would say early, like maybe late teens, maybe. It's super young. It's a young girl.
Lost RJ.
We did. Oh, he's trying to join. There he is.
Okay, now I'm back.
Yeah, you're good. You
I
didn't
mean, I
miss
could
anything.
hear everything. I just nothing else was working.
So, you see a kind of younger person, and they're pure white colored. Like their skin's just pure white, their hair's pure white. They have really, really bright blue eyes, and you see them slowly start to walk towards them. And then you see a couple others start to follow.
Like join the other side.
Yes. And you see
Okay.
the leader of the Lord of Light, and you see him just go, "You know what? Fine. Fine. Just know this. You will not be welcome back."
Whoa, whoa! I'm gonna intervene. Hey guys, seems
Wow.
like we're making a lot of bold decisions lately. How about maybe we slow it down a little bit? Hey, people over there, why don't you go back to your own sides and let's have a discussion. We have a cult over here, we have a church over here. I think it's kind of obvious which one you should stick with. Galdora didn't sacrifice herself to kill the undead lord, the vampire, just to have you guys running amok and turning to the dark side.
You see the tall, dark figure look at you. The dark side. You do not understand what we are from or what we're about.
I don't care, Mr. Creepy Voodoo Man. I'm talking. We were side by side with Galdera, damn it. You're not gonna take her freaking legacy away from her just because you come in here with some hoodoo voodoo bullshit, okay? Why don't you dial it down and take your ass back outside of town?
Mao has gotten so confident since he became a Tannen.
The echo. The echo is what made it really funny.
Whoa,
You see him
Tannen,
look
you're
down.
alive.
You see him look down. Golby, tell them. Tell them what we do.
Nice people.
Is it just me having problems hearing him?
It's Tannen Golby.
Tannen is Gobi. So,
Sorry, I almost spoiled the surprise.
it was
when I
very
like,
close. Do you know how hard it was to be
Yeah,
sneaky
geez,
about that?
Andrew, just a few more minutes.
Oh yeah, by the way, Joe, I knew as soon as he said Golby, I was just like, oh, he just talked to Tannen on Saturday. There's no way it's not going to be Tannen.
well, because I looked at it, I'm like, did we pick up? I thought maybe we picked up a goblin somewhere along the way and kept it as a pet.
That would have been really funny. But
is the gnome with us, or is he still back at the bar?
No. He's with you.
Okay. I'm just standing behind Mao.
Okay.
As the muscle, so they take Mao more seriously.
Yeah, it's either listen to me or the implication. It's
as I'm holding a full-grown man just under my arm like a child. Does the drunk frog man say anything?
No. He's still a bit woozy from waking up. The potion is very strong.
You guys are all idiots.
As he gets incinerated. You see,
I was gonna say he's our cat in the bag. When he wakes up fully, we just throw him out there and tell him to attack. Just, get those guys in the black.
You see the tall dark figure after Mao says his piece. You have the right to come at us with that attitude, but I will tell you this: we mean you no harm. We're not harming anyone
yet.
In fact, all these people came here voluntarily.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you're not up to something. We can see it. There ain't nothing but demon worshippers that do weird crap like that.
You see
Dial it in.
You see him take off the mask, and you see he's a very pale white. And you, Mao, recognize this. You recognize this type of creature because you are one yourself. Pale,
yeah, well,
very
I'm like
pale.
Batman, dude.
Like light blue hair that reaches his shoulders. And both of his eyes are a little milky. He just slowly reaches out his hand. My name is Morin, leader of our troop.
Yeah, and see, I told you I can tell by your ways that you're evil.
Okay. So you see him just kind of take back his hand. To show that I mean you no harm, I will give you this. You see him reach in his pocket. Here. How much money do you want? 25 gold? 100 gold? You can have it all if you want it.
I'm just gonna smack the gold out of his hand.
Quick question.
Just because you throw money at a problem doesn't mean you're good.
Did I go off into the problem, or am I still around?
You're still around.
Awesome. I'm gonna start picking up the gold.
You see this tall, dark clothed figure. As-
Can Gronk say something?
yes.
Can I try to do an intimidation and just say, "What do you do? Like, what's your purpose of being in town?" To the black I mean the black clothed people.
Cutting it
Playing a
close.
dangerous game, we are.
You guys should have made him be wearing like yellow. I just basically
ahead.
want to like press him about what he's doing in our town.
This is our town. Na 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 na.
Well, he's not scared of me.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2
Ooh.
plus 1 is 3.
Starting off with the Andrew rolls. No lean into that one. It just dove right in.
As you are, go ahead.
In turn, when he tries to intimidate him and probably fail, I'd like to intimidate him back.
All right.
Intimidate me?
So go ahead and give me a intimidation check, Andrew. I'll have you roll.
Strength.
You know what? It'll just be whoever rolls the highest. We'll do that. We'll do with that.
A D20?
Yeah, D20. It'll be this for the same roll.
Okay, I got mine.
Would you get?
Goldie, 15.
Well, I got 19.
You're telling me the tiny little goblin weasel just intimidated the like 8-foot tall orc man?
So as he walks up to my leader to try and intimidate him, I'm gonna walk in between them and go, "You leave Master alone, or I'll fucking cut your nuts off."
I think maybe Gronk got scared because he didn't see the goblin walk up to it. And it was like,
Probably what happened.
oh.
Like, listen, hear you. Don't talk to him about Jesus Christ.
Where did you come from?
Can I pick Golby up by the arm like a kid? Like grab his wrist and just pick him up in the air?
Hold on. So while you're
I'm
saying
intimidated, so I'm gonna pick him up.
that's not intimidated. That's you being angry. That's not how that works.
Fine, I push him because I'm scared.
Again, that's you being angry. I wouldn't
No,
say
I
I wouldn't say that your character's I wouldn't say that your character's like scared. I would say more of just like you ease
Gonna
off a
back
bit.
off.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like you're terrified or nothing like that.
Tannen has no.
Because obviously Gronk would not be terrified no matter what, but he'd at least probably take like a couple steps back and take a breather.
Does Golby know anything about Garny? Because Golby doesn't want to end up like Garny. Does Golby? Garny's the guy we cut his legs and arms off, and I strapped him to my back like a backpack and used him as a compass.
How does that work as compass? You make no sense.
Anyway, so to bring this all to a halt so we can hurry and help this poor creature, as he like pats the person on their head. Why don't we do this? I give you a temporary truce. For me, it's always a truce, but for you, obviously, it's not gonna be full truce. I give you temporary truce. We help this poor person figure out what is going on. And then you can feel however the way you feel.
How about you keep your hands off of our people? They're
I
not yours. They're not a part of you.
You see him just
touch that one.
I didn't hear what Tannen said. He keeps cutting out.
Sorry.
Wait, no,
I just
Tannen.
heard-
Wait, no. Wait, Tannen, can you on there? There's a way to turn up your mic, isn't there, Andrew? On Discord.
What kind of mic are you?
He's just using the laptop, I think.
Give me a second. I think I did find it at one point.
I think it's the voice is getting cut out by Discord's auto filter as background noise. Because when Tannen talks normally, it's fine.
That's good. Could talk.
It's in the
slower, I
dis.
guess.
It's in the Discord settings. You would
Yeah.
have to turn off the filter.
Hold, please.
Do 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 do.
This stream is brought to you by Mr. Beast Feastables Bar.
God, I wish. If Mr. Beast paid me, I'd be living a lot better. Just saying.
You still have birds in your room?
No, thank goodness. That's why I started doing all this again, because there ain't no birds in here.
Can I somehow ask Mao if he knows anything about these people, because he is involved with religious things and gods, and I have not been?
Sure.
Hey Mao, you know what these black clothed people are?
I'm just gonna turn to Mal and go like this.
You are Mao.
Or Mal. Gronk. I was gonna point to my eyes and go like this.
Gronk does this.
I'm gonna reach
stares.
out, pull him down so I can whisper in his ear and be like, "They're vampires." I don't know why I put a
Oh,
southern accent on it, but
I thought they were like you. I'm whispering this to you too, so other people can't hear you. But I thought they were like you because you can like change into things.
no, different thing. Same, but different.
Yeah, I don't think they should be in this town.
Yeah. We're gonna turn back to address the leader again. We don't want you around here. We taking precautions to protect these people before, and we are not afraid to do it again.
As you can see,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not hurting anyone. He looks around, he looks at the
Yes.
ones that joined. What makes you think we hurt any of these people?
Because I have a feeling we won't be seeing him again.
Well, of course not. We travel. Unless you would like to travel with us, then of course you would. That's
Well, then why
usually
don't
how
you-
traveling troops work.
Why don't you travel on out of here then?
Oh, we will, and we will take our newcomers. They came by
We are
choice.
not allowing you to leave with these newcomers.
Unfortunately, they came by choice. It's not your choice.
I'm gonna address everybody else, the ones that are currently joining. Good citizens, we have helped you before, and we did not lead you astray then. We will not lead you astray now. These people are not your friends. At best, you'll end up their meals later on a cold, dreary night. So I suggest you stay with us here. I know it's a new era with Galdera being gone, but fret not. The people here remain vigilant and they will protect you and meet all the needs that you have. Your causes for concern can be spoken and we can work upon those. But at this moment, your quick desire to leave with these people is the wrong call.
Give me a persuasion check.
18.
18. You see,
Gronk is nodding in agreement.
you see them all standing firm on their decision. You see that younger woman that was there earlier, the very pale woman with the light hair. She walks up and she starts poking you, Mao, in your chest. And she goes, "Your words are hollow. You don't mean anything. For instance, our
18 didn't work.
problem has been longer than you even showed up. And yet you think, just because you just showed up, that you can run things? Pathetic.
I didn't say run things. No, Galdera's followers will assist in running things, but we can assist on getting it better than what it was.
And you see
Also-
you see the others in the actual
Can Gronk chime in? Because Gronk has been here for at least a little while. Because maybe Mao's new to town, but Gronk wants to be like, no, he's right. If you go with these people, you may never be able to come back. These people are not good.
Gobi,
I'm
would
gonna go up and I'm gonna say, Gobi does not understand why you don't like leader. He loves cult members. We love him. He treats us well, train us to be strong warriors.
We know nothing
Well,
of
the
these
reason-
people. They've come into town within the last 10 minutes. You're saying that Mao isn't to be trusted because he just got here. These people literally just walked into town. We need to stick together with the people we know and follow in Goldara's footsteps because she didn't die for nothing. She died protecting this town, and we need to keep protecting it, says Gronk.
And
Which
not
is-
only did she die for this town, she died fighting that very thing. I'm going to point
As-
at the leader.
As you point at the leader, you see him just let out like a light chuckle. Oh, I see what's going on. Ah, clever. And then you see
Yeah,
him,
without your home, you come to take what's not yours.
you see him take off the hood, and he just points up. What time of day is it? Look up.
Midnight.
Look up.
I don't say it was still technically nighttime.
It's daytime now.
It's daytime. If I was what you say I am, would I not be dust by now? You're
What
like,
garnishments do you have? Rings upon your finger, an amulet around your neck?
you see him literally just go like this and bears open his robe. Your words mean nothing, my friend. They are hollow, just like your meanings. However, I can give them a proper meaning. I said,
Bye.
I meant what I said. I meant you no harm, and I mean these people no harm. They came here by choice. And in
Can I
fact,
consult with Mao for a second?
yes.
Mao, I think I take the hammer and smash the glass box with that mask in it, because that's probably what's protecting them from the sun. What do you think? Do you think do that or not?
I mean, I'm small enough, I can't stop you, buddy.
All right, I take that as a.
Right in the middle of them, by the way.
Oh, I'm whispering. We're using our hand signals.
The tiny man, but just between you guys, listening into the conversation.
Because I like went over to talk to RJ, and so I'm like right there. He just came up behind me, and I'm just like, "This is not good."
All right, I take out my warhammer and swing and smash the glass box with the mask in it.
Well, there's a huge crowd of people in front of it. So as you're trying to make it, you see them start to build themselves into a wall the closer you get. And the closer you get, the harder it becomes to try to get through those people. And you
Hey, let me roll strength for it then, buddy.
you hear the leader pipe up. Now listen. That is a relic of the Lord of Shadows. It has nothing to do with what your stupid accusation is. However, I will warn you.
Wait, how did he hear me? Isaac gonna talk to Mal on the side.
No, Mao accused him of being a vampire.
Oh, Okay, I thought you were talking about what I told the Mao. I was like,
No.
how did he hear that?
No, he's referencing what
Well, I
Mao
was
said.
because I was there.
You see him say, "But I will warn you, you touch our relic, because I can see you making your way to it. You're not very sneaky. You're very tall."
Actually, I am very sneaky. You would never
That's
guess.
yeah, that was the one guy for real. You see him go, "But I will warn you. We do not wish violence or breaking any laws. However, you touch that box, you will be so deep in the ground, there will be no return for you."
We've been deep in the ground before.
Yeah, we've been under
I
a
don't say
mountain
that-
like twice, dude. Come on.
Yeah, we almost were in a cave-in, actually, in a giant city underground.
Actually? No.
Actually,
Who
I don't.
honestly
I don't.
also worship dark deities, which is really kind of in the name. If you guys haven't been paying attention, a Dark Lord is probably the wrong direction of where you want to go, especially leaving a church of light.
We didn't say Dark Lord, we just said Lord of Shadows. There is a difference.
Yeah, what shadows? Dark? That's what I thought.
Gronk.
You-
I'm just
Got him!
You see Morin just kind of do one of these.
I'm just the hype man.
I see there is no changing your mind. We will turn and go now. We came what we came for. So we bid you adieu. And
I'm
I
going
hope
to yell
all
at them
goes
one
well.
last time. Please change your minds. Even if you want to leave this area, Gronk and I will lead you to a different city. Do not trust this man.
You see him actually, like, he actually starts to, like, spread them open. And you see he turns around to you
Spread
guys
what
and
open?
he holds his arms out and nobody moves. As I
I think
told
he's
you,
controlling their
They're-
brain.
they're all here by choice. He puts his arm down. Now I bid you good day. Gobi, please help them, and then you may rejoin us later.
We will be seeing you later.
With that, I'm gonna go start heading towards the monster. Wasted a little bit more time here than I probably should have. They're probably dead.
Let's cut Gobi's legs off.
Yeah, I'm
As
sure he has
Gobi-
some kind of
as
attachment
Gobi's
to
just
that
standing
guy.
there.
Apparently, I have 100 gold now because I picked all that gold up off the fucking street.
True, very true. You see the person, okay, I will show you. By the way, Gobi is still wearing his mask, so you have no idea what they look like at this point in time.
I wonder what kind of race they could be.
A gnome.
Goblin.
No. Maybe.
You're a goblin!
It's because I'm short, huh?
As the person's starting to walk off with Gobi, he turns around and he says, we're gonna need more hands. Is there anyone else? And you see all the Lord of Light people kind of like shy away a bit because they're obviously not meant for battle.
Too
Okay,
bad there's
so-
no one else here.
Darby, take care of it himself.
I was gonna say, okay, so who's the light people fighting?
We're going to go fight that giant spider about the guy that came into town and was screaming about the spider that stole his friends.
Gotcha.
And the Lord of Darkness said, "Hey, Golby, go take care of it." And then Golby, instead of doing what he was told, scrounged around for coins on the ground and then listened into our conversation. And the guy's like, "This Golby's not going to be able to do it by himself." But I'm thinking
is attracted
I don't want to
to
help Golby.
so that was in character.
He's attracted to what?
Shiny things. You will have to watch him because he will probably steal things. He doesn't mean to, but he will take it if nobody tells him to stop.
See you later, Golby. Oh, I never see you again. I need to head to the guard post to turn in the frog before we
Okay.
do anything.
Well, here, how about this? We have a spider problem, and we have a frog that likes to fight. I'm just saying, he challenges the spider, and we have a person that assists us.
Frog just goes.
Just throw the frog at him.
Frog just goes, okay, and then hooks him to his back like a backpack. Like, all right, here we go again. Why are we helping this Lord of Shadow guy, Golby, fight a spider?
Well, because it's still bothering our town.
People, I'm just the first one who volunteered.
Because it was attacking our people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
it
I
was,
would
it was
rather
one of the
me and
villagers, yes.
Yeah,
I
so
think it
of
would
course
be-
we have to help. Yeah, I just like,
don't
hey guys,
trust-
if you stay here, we'll protect you. And then it'd be like, oh, Golby's going? Fuck you guys. Bye. And just leave.
Hope
I
you
don't
guys
trust
survive.
Golby. I
Well, we don't
trust
have a choice
Golby.
in whether or not to trust him, but we need to fight the thing.
Okay.
I'll
So
do
what
whatever
would-
Mao's doing.
So what's the plan?
Well, we're going to take the frog and the goblin with us, and we're going to go kill a spider.
And the dog and the gnome.
And the gnome and the dog.
Frog,
We're a
dog,
whole
gnome,
party.
and gob. Frog, dog, gnome, and gob.
Oh my
On the
god.
road.
Oh, this fight might be a lot easier. I wasn't expecting this. This might go real
Okay.
smooth.
I tell Golby to keep at least 4 feet away from me at all times.
Kirby does
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to allow him to walk directly next to us, of course, but
No,
We'll
I
travel on the
I
same
make
route.
sure that he understands that if he tries to touch me or tries to steal something from us, that he's going to regret it. That did not come through, Golby. Golby has a speech problem.
Kirby is not gay.
is not what?
Gay.
You're not According to the time period, that means happy, so he's depressed.
Oh, poor Gobi.
Golby's
Yeah, I'd be depressed too if I was worshiping the Lord of Shadows. He's not even good enough to be the Lord of Darkness. Come on.
Also, if I had to wear a mask all the time.
You see Hart roll up next to Gobi, whom you haven't met this. It is something you have never seen before. It is what basically is a garden gnome with a dunce cap, but it's all made out of metal, and its lower half is just a wheel. There's no legs. You see him roll up to you, and he looks at you. Oh, hello, a new friend. And he sticks out his hand. I am Hart.
Hart. We don't trust Golby yet.
Kirby
Keep an
likes
eye on him.
I'll keep two
us.
And you see him like his goggles like, and they like extend to about like a foot out.
Kirby
Good.
And his lens just goes go back to normal.
Good job, Hart. I give Hart a little piece of metal out of my bag.
He immediately just eats it ferociously. Oh yes, quite. Thank you very much. I do
While he's-
metal snack.
While he's scarily shredding up this piece of metal, I just look at Golby dead in the eyes.
Kirby contest. Is Kirby winning?
Gobi's having a staring contest. That's what he was saying.
Oh.
Yeah, Gronka is just blinking a bunch. Like, what are you talking about? Also,
Okay,
Mal looks
I want
like
to get
he's
you guys
so
back on
annoyed
track
that he's
here.
about.
Giant spider.
Yeah, you see the
slaying,
villager just look at you
baby
guys
frog
like,
starting to
can
wake
we?
up.
You hear the.
Can we move?
Hey,
You hear
are
the-
we not? We haven't been like walking and talking. We just have been standing around.
You guys never said that you guys were going anywhere. So
Oh.
you guys just all just sat there talking it up. And you see the villagers go,
For some reason, in the back of my head, I just thought we were heading to the spider. But you're right. I never said I was heading to the spider.
I did.
All right, let's
then I got
make our
stopped.
way.
you see the villagers like, thank you. Now we can finally go save lives.
Distracted easily.
Yes, I could see that. Same with the rest of them. And you see him. He starts.
I'm
Just
tempted
trailing
to
off.
throw a gold coin into the alley and then try to make a bird for it after gold goes. It picks it up.
Oh my word.
It would work, but I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I don't want him to have my gold coin.
Out of the very many that you have now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 100.
So,
I am very frugal.
so
I don't know.
as he's showing you guys through the woods and stuff, you hear a very familiar voice that's being carried. And you're like, I was pretty tired there. Hey! Hey! What's going on?
Mal,
What was
Mr.
Crimson Sidekick's
Warburton
name
has
again?
woken up.
What? What'd you say, Mal?
Oh, at first I thought it was Grimace's
No, Muck.
assistant. And I was
Muck.
like, what?
I
Don't worry,
said,
little buddy. Brilliant fights ahead of us.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good. I felt so tired and sleepy. There better be a good
just would,
battle. Otherwise, you're going.
Oh, it's gonna be a great battle. Speaking of which, what do you feel about spiders?
Don't like him.
In a way
Don't
that
like
you like, well, you would say you'd want to kill them.
Needless to say, if I could crawl through all 9 hells just to get to one spider and kill him over and over again, oh, I would.
Oh, good, because we're fighting a giant spider.
You see, like a little bit of shock and surprise. All right.
Nice.
You see Heart just look at all
Wanna-
of you. Does anybody have any antidotes for poison? I feel like we are going to have to deal with that very soon. As he's like looking around at everybody.
poison.
I don't remember what we got last time, and I don't have my fucking paper.
Because it's a
Wait,
spider.
what poison?
It's a spider.
Like we got
Oh.
antidotes because we're gonna go fight a poisonous frog. So I know we have.
Yeah, we got the antidotes from the lady for the frog.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
Oh, just a reminder: the frog is wrapped up in cloth
Yes.
and tied to my back, so I'm not getting poisoned. Also,
The
I
skin
think
is not
nobody
touching.
laughed at my "Hey, I think Mr. Warburton is waking up on my back" joke, so that's kind of sad.
I missed it. That's my bad. I should have. Fuck. Dang it! I missed the joke. That's my bad. Now I'm sad.
It's a good joke.
It was a pretty good joke, actually. I can't believe I missed it. Now I feel sad. I really do. All right. So, as you guys are getting further and further into the forest, it starts to get a little bit darker now. Like it's about like maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. You know, it's just
And-
starting. Go ahead.
As we're getting into the forest, can I have like Kind be going off ahead so that she can, or I think it's a she, can warn us if she finds something and come back?
Yes.
Because we've done stuff like that with the hunting and stuff already with Kind.
Yeah, give me a survival check to see how good she do.
A survival check for Kind or a survival check for Gronk?
It would be for
Mankind.
kind.
Okay, let me find Kind. What is survival? Is it wisdom? Because she doesn't have like an actual survival
Let me
thing.
take a look. Survival is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So if it says wisdom 12, mod +1, save +1, it just is whatever I roll +1.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's
I'm going to go back to bed. Kind rolled a 3, which doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is.
You can hear Kind as you tell her to go and search for any type of danger ahead. You can hear her. She starts to chase after smaller animals, gets a little bit distracted as you guys are going along. But she's still only about like maybe 12 feet away at all times. Never straying too far. So, as you are going further and further, you see the person start to shake more and more and more. And you see them point to a tree, and you see the tree has a very large web. It goes at at an angle at the base of it. And then he just points up.
That's odd.
And there, when you guys all start to look up, you see the whole carapace of the trees is just covered with web. There is no, like, you cannot see the light coming through. That's how thick the webs are.
Let's start it all on fire. That's a good idea.
You see the villager just look at you and go, no, there's lives up there, and you want to burn it down? That's them too. Not just the spider.
This is Andrew. But
Everyone's just sitting quietly.
This is Andrew, but technically the spider is alive, so why does it need to die? But Gronk didn't say that. He's nice.
All right, I guess little hack and slash, get it through, I guess.
So you see Hart just look up and does anybody have any type of like grappling hook or anything like that? Something
I
that
could
we
throw
can-
Goldie up into the web and he could fight. Right, Goldie?
I
Or
would say, now that I think about it, do I need to roll a knowledge check or something like that on Spider Live? Or would I just have presumed Spider knowledge?
So what are you trying to find out? Is the question.
I have a knowledge of
Well,
throwing
normally
things.
when spiders have webs, if something gets caught in the web, it draws the attention of the spider. So we could lure the spider to us by putting something in the thing, or like maybe a large branch and like pulling on it to create those vibrations that draws its attention.
Interesting.
Wait. We could throw Goldie up there. And he could squirm around
That's not like, yeah.
and
Oh my
come
goodness.
down.
Okay. So
Well, Goldie will have to put it to a vote. I'm looking at Mal for
I
reassurance
don't
about
know
throwing.
heard me, but I have pittons, like things I can shove into the wood and climb with it.
that's
Things
also
that he
good.
can what?
He can climb the tree with a stabby. All right, go.
All right. Well, I mean, you
What's
didn't
the
tell me if I had to
difference
roll if I
between
already
me-
had that knowledge. or
I
do
would
have to roll for that
say
knowledge?
just spiders in general, everybody would pretty much have common knowledge of that. So if you would like to use that, you may.
Yes, I was like, let's try
No.
to lure it to us first before we just venture into its lair.
I agree with that, but I will not be thrown.
Frank looks very disappointed. That mouse. Not gonna let him throw Colby up there.
You know the
All right,
funniest-
perhaps we start with big branch. Gronk, if you grab a big branch, stick it up in there, and then shake it around to create vibrations.
Gronk just grabs this huge branch and starts tapping on one of the strands.
Okay. You know what? Give me, since you're trying to pretend that you are a helpless animal, give me a.
Nature.
No, I want a performance check. Excuse me.
Should have chose nature because I'm bad at nature and I'm good at performance. Surprisingly,
Well, that would be.
And you're
good.
bad at rolling.
Today, yeah.
4.
Every time, man. Every freaking
He
time.
only rolls.
I
He
switched.
only rolls good when it really really matters.
Well, and I only roll good too when it's completely something that would not happen. Like giant 10-foot man sneaks past everyone wearing chainmail armor.
Also true, yeah. So you start tapping
Or
and tapping and tapping, and you wait a good 10 or so minutes. Nothing happens.
look
All right, we need it to be realistic. Maybe the Gobbo idea isn't so bad.
all right, Golby. Can I just try to pick up Golby against his will? Just try.
We're not actually gonna throw him in there. We don't know what this guy is. He doesn't seem to be anything more than just him.
You see
Aw,
you see
I know that.
you see the villager just go, okay, no offense to you guys, but I'm not going to stay for the battle, so I'm going to leave you guys to it. But I promise
All right,
you,
go. We have it from here.
but I promise you, you will all be paid promisingly. I promise. And you see him just halt and just turn around and go in the opposite direction at full speed.
Barney would have let me throw him into the web.
All right, so since he was tapping that branch on the web,
Mm-hmm.
and could you say that he could pull it off of the web, or is it stuck to it?
You know what? Give me a strength check there, Gronk, and we'll find out.
14.
14. Okay. I would say, dude.
Wait.
Urge.
Oh, that's saving throw. Okay, never mind. Yeah, 14.
Due to Gronk being so strong, any normal person that would have tried to do that would have gotten stuck. It still has some pull to it, but it's not as extreme for him anyway.
I have a feeling I'm going to
Okay.
regret this. I'm going to tie a rope around my waist, hand it to Gronk, and I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your name. Golby? Gobbly?
Gobi.
Goby? And I'm going to have Gronk lift me and stick me up there by my back, but I can pull on the rope to pull me towards them as they're pulling away, so it's like a triple strength check. But also, as soon as I'm stuck in there, I'm just gonna start screaming. Just, oh, God! Oh, my God! Really creating a realistic scene of being caught in the spider web.
So are you
you're
climbing at all, or are you staying low to the ground with the webs on the ground?
I'm
Well, I'm
throwing
gonna have
him
him
in
lift me
there.
up to one of those.
Oh,
like
to one of the
above us.
higher
yeah.
ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Lifting.
Okay.
Throwing.
Throws Mel into the spider's nose. As they lift you up, and immediately you get entangled in this thick web that just kind of holds you there, and you try to move, and it's difficult but not impossible. But then as you're doing your performance, which by the way, give me a performance check.
At this
I don't
point,
even
it
know what
might
that
not be
is.
a performance since he's actually
Yes, it's
stuck in
actually
the
stuck.
wind.
Really starts to panic. Oh my god!
It's an 11.
11. Okay.
After I put him up there, I get a javelin ready in my
Okay.
hand to throw.
Pretty soon,
Well, you're
Mal.
also supposed to pull me down when
I was gonna
it
say,
starts
what-
coming
I
towards
have-
us.
I can throw a javelin with one hand.
As
Can you
Mal.
Him out with both.
It's good.
If I can throw Golby, I can throw a javelin, buddy.
If you can throw a goblin. If you can throw a goblin, you can throw a javelin. So,
you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
so as you are sitting there, Mal, in the web, and as you wait for your performance to finish, you kind of sit there for a second, and then you kind of feel a light padding, almost like a waterbed, and goes like this and brings you up and down. And then it waits. And then you feel another, and it brings you up and down, up and down, up and down. And then finally, as you are laying there looking up, you see a creature that's leaning over you. It's all purple skin, bald head. You see,
Grimace.
it's almost human-like, but not quite. It has 4 eyes, all deep, deep red. You can see its nose is like sunken in like a skull. Its teeth are shark-like. It has rows and rows of teeth. And you see these long, dark purple fingers that are long and nimbly. And you see the bottom half of it is full spider.
Dude, it's Grimace.
And you see it look at you and go, "Oh, what have we here? Another treat," as it starts to wrap you deeper into the web.
Where's my sidekicks that are supposed to be pulling me out right now?
Well, I was waiting
I mean, you
for
guys just sit
Joel.
there watching it spin me. Pull me out my goddamn thing!
I was waiting for Joel to finish talking. Who else do we know that's purple and can shapeshift and has red eyes? Grimace. I also yank really hard to get Mao out of the web.
Now that you're fighting against the creature, I need you to roll a strength check versus their strength check.
Wait, they have a hold of Mao?
Too, right?
They're wrapping him. Wait, what? They're Gobi?
Yeah, I would say it should be those two and
Well,
yeah,
because
whatever pulling on the rope.
Oh yeah, Gobi's holding on the rope
Gobi-
too. Okay, so yeah, Gobi,
so
add your
is-
strength as well.
And so is Heart. Just to give us a little tiny bit more strength.
I'm not
Let's
getting
see.
much help. I got a 7.
Okay.
$12.
12. You see the
Wait. Can I use my thingy? My
Well, yeah, we figured out that you could use it after a roll if I remember right. Your
Yeah,
one, your
you
one
have
where
4D.
the one where you can re-roll.
Yeah. Let me find it real quick. Because it's a D10, was it? Yeah, when you fail an ability check, did I fail?
This one, yes.
First of all? Okay. When you fail an ability check, you can expend 1 use of second wind, and instead of regaining HP, you roll a D10. And then we add it. So 6. We add 6 to the
So yours was 12, so it would be 18.
18 plus tannins, which was 7, which is 25.
So as you ripped them down, there leaves a huge web, and Mao, you kind of surprisingly hit the ground with a softer thud than you would anticipate, as the thick webbing kind of padded your fall a bit.
We did it.
And you
We
see,
did it.
Well, I'm still caught in a cocoon. It's,
you see the creature look down from the wall. Oh, you inferior creatures. And it jumps down. And by this time, now all of you guys can see this horrible amalgamation of a creature.
I throw
And-
my javelin at it. Center
Here we
mass.
go hide.
Let's go ahead and start. with-
Colby, do not go hide, you rat.
It's my thing. You'll be fine.
Why, if it's your thing, why did that guy send you to fight the spider?
So hold on. I need to.
Alone, but I may add.
We have the
Alright.
little trash can with us. Is he cutting me out? Like, is he just cutting that shit off of me?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. I'm javeling the guy.
Heart wouldn't just let you
Oh.
sit there. Heart would immediately start helping you out.
He's actually just spinning out like his wheel on your spider web, doing a peel out.
There's Heart. Hold on, I need to figure out where is the. There it is. And now all you boys can see. Okay.
I'm blind.
I'm also
Okay.
blind.
So, okay, to the people that can see what I'm doing, what would you like the formation to be?
I can't see
Alright,
what you're
how do-
doing, and normally I can see what you're doing.
Hold on, let me see.
So how do we get
hold
back
on,
to
hold
that?
on,
Do
hold
you
on.
guys remember how?
Hold on. I can just do this. Hold on. Let me see if that works.
Do you have to be in your character sheet to join the fight thing there, Andrew?
There we go.
I don't remember
No,
how to
No,
join
you,
it.
you can just go on the stream, man. I have it open there. But yeah, if you want to
Phil
do
doesn't
that
want
too.
me. Phil doesn't want me drawing on the fight again.
Yeah.
Phil doesn't like me that much.
Yeah, that's it.
God,
Yeah.
why is everything so slow?
That's why.
But yeah, to those who can see what I'm doing, again, what would you like the formation to be? I have it on stream right now.
I just want to cold writh. I want to throw my javelin right
Okay.
center mast
All right, hold on.
as strong as I can.
There we go. There we go. I don't know
That
if you
web.
guys- No, these are trees that have web on them.
Ah, those look just like trees, dude. Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I know, right? Looks like a pi symbol.
Have you not started the session yet?
Oh, do you want me to? There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta load it up, but it says it's waiting.
Wait, how did you do that?
Do what?
Why
Oh,
am
you
I
got
the
a
one
character
asking
screen.
RJ now?
Yeah, you go to character screen, and then there's like a play button in the top right area, and it'll say launch.
Ah.
Okay, so let's start with so before combat started, 1, Gobi, you wanted to hide. Give me a stealth check.
I am 11 feet from the woman.
Teen.
You said 18?
13.
13. Oh, I can see it actually on there. That's kind of cool. Okay, 13. Let me see.
Maybe I need to use the digital dice.
Where would you like to hide there, Gobi? There, I don't know if you can see on stream. There's a couple trees nearby that you can run to if you would like.
Second. I'll just choose the one right near me. I'll just go down a little bit.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So before Gronk.
No, the
Well,
left one.
that is the last one. Because you were
No, that's
here.
right.
That's left. This is right.
Is this where you want to go?
Where I want to go.
Right there?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That's right, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, that's it's all right. All right. Gronk, give me an attack roll.
Is that just strength or what?
It is what you have for your javelin, my guy.
Oh yeah. +7.
So give me a roll, baby.
22.
22.
Please let it hit.
22. Yeah, that definitely hits. That would hit the moon. All
All right, now I do 1d6 plus 5.
Dang.
I rolled a 6, so I do 11 damage.
Shoot.
Also, Joel, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but we are missing a frog person.
Oh shoot, you're
I
right.
was about to say that after I throw the javelin, I tell our heart to start cutting open the bag the frog person's in.
Gotcha. So I
Once
gotta-
he's done cutting out Mao. So I would say the frog person's over by Auto Gnome.
Okay.
Get in the gnome. Auto Gnome.
There we go.
In the zone, auto zone.
Okay. All right. As for you two, where would you two like to be in the formation here?
I'm good where I'm
Well,
at.
I don't think I have much choice because I don't know if am I free yet or
Yeah.
Hart would cut you up because then he would immediately go. It wouldn't take too long for Hart to do it.
I'm gonna stay where I am because I'm behind this tree, kind of.
Okay. Mao, do you just want to
Choice.
stay still or?
I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. Last one for Kind. Where would you want them to be?
I tell Kind to get behind me.
Okay. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative, my guys. So we'll start with Gobi. Gobi, roll me initiative and tell me what your number is.
Which dice is that?
D20 plus your initiative bonus.
You think I'd know how to play this game by now?
Ooh, ooh, Gobi. Ooh, that's gross.
Well,
All right,
technically, we really don't
Gronk, go
fight
ahead.
that often. Wait, D20? Oh,
Yeah.
I was rolling the wrong one. I rolled a natural 20. Plus 1 is...
21. Mao, what did you roll?
Of course I rolled a nat 20 on that, not on any of those important
15.
ones earlier.
15. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we'll have Hart go. Hart did not do very good. Oops. There we go.
My question is, did my javelin fall back down, or is it...
It's
moving
in
out
it.
of
It is
giant?
literally in it. What is the
Good.
roll for Kind? Yeah, javelin's like a spear, so it would stick into almost anything.
Yeah, I figured it was still stuck in it, but I didn't hear if you said something about it. Kind's initiative is +2.
Okay, so give me a d20 plus 2.
6.
6. Not very
Bad
good.
roll. Not as good as the last roll.
Then we'll go like this. We'll change side. Yes, we will. Okay. Why don't they put it in order? That is very annoying. All right, so that leaves us with the monster. And they got 16. All right, Gronk, you are the first one up. You forgot to heal, my friend. You're supposed to have 33 health. Same with Mao.
Oops. Is it showing up as 33 now on your side?
Yep, it just fixed itself.
Okay. I also forgot to put my chainmail back on, so I'm just fighting in regular clothes.
Gotcha. Nope, you're fine.
This is
Yep.
awesome.
That'll work.
I'm not fine, but thanks for saying.
You're fine.
Can I try to remember if spider?
Oh, hold on,
are
hold on, hold
immune-
on, hold on. It forgot to add Frog Boy.
I just want to find out if spiders are immune to poison with my brain.
Go ahead and give me a hold on. 13. Okay, so I'll have to remember that. Okay. Go ahead and give me a history check.
14.
13.
14.
14.
Just in case that makes a difference.
Some are, some aren't. It's really hard to remember which ones are and which ones aren't. It depends on the spider.
I cover a crossbow bolt with poison because I have a basic poison
Okay.
and shoot the crossbow at it.
Okay. So I will say this, since you're taking the crossbow bow out and you're covering one with poison, we'll have to count that one as an action because you're doing quite a bit there.
Okay.
But you still have a bonus action though, which I know fighters have a lot of stuff for bonus actions. So is there anything?
Yeah,
you'd
let
like to
me
do?
look here.
And in the distance, you just hear, "Yeah, let's get some!" coming from the frog in the background.
That's our boy.
So I'm gonna use action surge, which means I can do an additional action once per short rest,
Okay, so that way you can
Um,
actually shoot it.
and then I shoot it.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta check my crossbow. How do I get my crossbow out of my backpack?
I would just say.
Because I'm trying to see what the crossbow's thing is.
Oh,
Damage 1d10 plus 1. I just need to know what the crossbow's
let me see.
thing is. Because...
Oh, do you not have it equipped?
Oh, equipment.
You fool.
It says I have it equipped, but it's still in the bag of holding somehow.
I think you just right click it to get it out. Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, here. This is probably it. Oh, yeah, I got it. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, there. It showed up on my actions now.
Excellent.
16.
16. That definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
So I got 1d10 plus 1, and I rolled a 10, so that's 11. And then I don't know if the poison damages it or not. So it has poison on it.
They'll have to make a Constitution saving throw. They definitely don't make it. So it's going to be. Where is my. Oh no. That's okay. We'll just do this. Dang. Okay. So in total, sheesh. You see it as you see the creature just read back, and green blood starts to pool out from where you hit it. And you can see the poison starts to actually smoke of the creature's body. And you see it start to like pat the spot where it got hit and just looks at you and goes, "Oh, curse you. You're gonna be the first one that gets eaten, you little cretin." And then now
So the poison works.
So it is going to walk up to you, and you see it pull out a dagger, and
The spider.
you see it swing at you, and that definitely hits.
I can do a parry. I can do a parry maneuver.
Can you parry 23?
I don't know. I'm looking. Maneuver parry. It just says maneuver parry dexterity 1d8. When another creature damages you with a melee attack roll, you can take a reaction and expend one superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die.
Oh, so you just subtract the damage. Okay, so it definitely still hits. And then it is going to be, oh man, this is going to hurt. Thank God you're going to take half damage.
Well, I have a D8. So I'm going to roll 1d8 to remove part of the damage.
Okay.
5.
Okay. So let me do some math real quick. So 6. So you'll take 1 point of piercing damage, and you will take 10 points of poison damage as he injects you with it and it pulls it back out of you.
So 11 damage?
No, it's 11, sorry. 11
okay,
damage.
I'm at 22. So when it's piercing and stuff like that, do I have to like mark that, or it doesn't matter?
No. It's just like some armors make you resistant to some types of damage and all that stuff. So that's why it's specific.
Yeah, my defense is only against bludgeoning attack, which I don't think I ever get those.
So then you see it start to climb up a tree. So I would say, let's see, what's its movement? Okay. So as you look up, the creature, God, I'm just going in those circles. There we go. The creature goes about like 20 feet in the air in the trees and starts just hissing this horrible sound. And that will bring us up to Mao. You are up.
Hey, Mao. I'm 1/3 of the way dead. How are you?
Pretty good. Son of a gun.
If you think about, I don't know, handing me one of the antidotes. Or wait, do I have the antidotes?
Yeah, we split it 50-50. You should have 6 antidotes.
I forgot to add it to my backpack, but that's okay. I'll add it to my backpack right now.
I wouldn't assume I have my bow equipped. Alright, so he's poisoned? Is that what he is, or did he just take poison damage?
He just took poison damage. He's not poisoned.
So I'm not poisoned. Okay.
Alright, well, since he's over there, I'm going to try to hit him with Sacred Flame, which he just needs a dex of 12.
Okay. So I just need to make a dexterity saving throw for this guy. Let me see.
Yeah.
His saving throw. Well, it doesn't say against anything. So his saving throw. You said dexterity, right?
Yeah.
16 is what he rolled.
Well, this is poopy. All right, I'm gonna put lay hands on Gronk and heal him for 10 points.
Excellent.
Yay!
You hurl a smallish fireball and it hits some web and you see it slowly start to disintegrate up above. You just hear the creature go, "You aim worse than a new age warrior," and he starts to just laugh at you. "You're next, little one." And that will bring us up to, wait, do you want to move, Mal?
Yeah, I'll probably just move like right over here.
That will work. That will bring us to Heart. You hear Heart just go, "This is not going very good." 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. See Heart kind of look up at the tree, and you see him lift up a mace, and it starts to glow with golden energy, and he slams down on the tree. He slams it down, and you see the whole tree just start to go. And the tree just falls over, and the creature is now left sprawling on the ground.
Also, he knocked prone.
Yes, for right now. And that will bring us to Gobi. You are up, my dude.
I see where the confusion came in. There's like a 20-second delay on the stream. So when you put me to where I thought you put me, it wasn't where I thought you put me. And so now I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But which is why the left and right was
confusing.
so confusing. I'm like, no, that was definitely right. When I looked at your thing went to the top right one, I'm like, whoa, I don't want to be there. I want to be left. That was left. What? What are you talking about? And then now, yeah. But all right, let's. So let's go to the top tree, and each square is 5 feet.
Yes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get right about here where my mouse is.
You say that, but I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, what about up?
Just up. 5, 10,
I should
15.
be able to make it to where I believe that's Mao, or Mao's down there.
Yeah, Mal's down here. He's like
Who's
a
by the
tree away.
wolf?
Who's by the wolf? That's Grog.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
I should be able to make it somewhere close by that, right?
Let's
Over
see.
in-
So you're hiding
Oh,
behind
I need
this.
to use the restroom too.
You're good.
Do we
So
wanna
you're
take
right.
A little break.
Yeah, you're good.
I'll be quick.
So you're right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So yeah, you would be right in the same square as Gronk.
Is there enough space there for me to also kind of hide behind that tree?
Well, the tree would be in between you, Heart, and the monster. If you get in the same space as Gronk.
Okay, so that's where I'll go.
Okay.
And I'm going to I am going to shoot it with a short bow.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. It is prone, so you get advantage and sneak attack. 22. That definitely fucking hits for sure. $22, $23. Yep, definitely. So go ahead and roll damage. 5 damage.
5 for the hit. And
So there's
then-
2 ways to do this. Either you can roll 2 damage dice for sneak attack, or you can times the damage by 2. It is up to you.
I'm gonna just stick with 2d6.
Okay.
$10 damage altogether because those were shit rolls.
10 damage. Okay. So let me see here.
Then with my bonus action, I will hide again.
Perfect. Give me another stealth check. Perfect. As far as you know, you are unable to be seen. And then from the back, you just hear, "Yeah! Let's get some!" And you see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gobi, for the first time in your life, you've never seen Grung before. Grung are basically poison dart frog people. And you see this little man wearing a loincloth. And for a frog person, he's ripped. He's shredded. And you see him just raise his arms. And he takes a leap and just hugs the creature and wraps his arm around his head. And all you hear is, "You're gonna learn today!" As you see, the creature just go as its face starts to grow purple.
Purpler, actually.
True. I would say more like a dark blue would make more sense. Yeah. Anyway, so that leaves us
Starts
at
melting.
Kind. Kind. What would you like Kind to do?
Just stay there.
Okay.
I don't think he needs to get involved in the. First of all, Kind can't fly. So what is Kind gonna do? Bark? Kind barks.
Oh, he got knocked to the ground, dude.
Oh, he got knocked to the ground?
Yeah,
I thought he climbed back up in the tree after I shot him with the bolt.
he did.
No, he climbed up the tree, but the auto gnome knocked the tree down.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I guess. I did hear the rest though, because these are Bluetooth, and I realized I could hook them to my computer, so I went in the kitchen. I was listening.
Ah.
I laughed pretty hard when the frog man decided to. Oh yeah!
By far my favorite.
Kind of
fucking thing.
stands there.
Okay. So that will bring us up back to Mr. Gronk. You are up.
So the thing is on the ground.
Yes, sir. It's being held captive by the Grug. The Grug has it in a headlock right now.
Can I toss without this being an action? Can I toss the wand of lightning bolt to Mao because it says it has to be used by an attuned magic user, and I'm not that.
Unfortunately, that would be an action.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that then. Seems like we have it pretty much under control anyway. I'm gonna use the good old Warhammer on my back, and we're gonna give it a little smackety smack in the head. Since
Weapon
its head
web.
is being held down, so it's prone still, right?
It would
That'd be
technically
what it would be.
technically be grappled, but yes, you would still have advantage on the attack.
So do I get to roll 2 dice then? Is that what it means?
Yeah, you get to roll
For
2
advantage?
dice, and you just take the highest number.
Right. And it's my Warhammer. Sorry, I keep forgetting I had to switch to the actions page.
It's all good.
Kill
I rolled
monster
2 3s.
queen.
Two
threes.
threes. You woof,
Oh.
whoosh.
Wait, I'm going to use my plus D10 because that 2 3s plus 8 is 11.
Isn't it once
Then
a
I'm gonna
day
use
to
m-
use that?
I think
Yeah, and on
it's
top of that, you don't add the two D3s together either.
no 3 plus 8, which is my plus 8, and I can use second wind twice.
Oh, okay. Are you sure you want to use second wind right now?
How
Yeah, I'll just
ominous.
miss, I guess. I think. Well,
I
because
mean, you
I
can
think we're
definitely
about to
use it
kill
again.
it.
You can definitely use it again if you want to. I'm just saying, are you sure you want to use that? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do second wind because second wind is just healing unless I use it for tactical mind, and so it's more useful as tactical mind.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So,
So-
5.
No, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because it's a plus 8 because I'm using my Warhammer and I rolled a
Gotcha.
3. So that's 11. Plus 2 is 13.
13. Whoosh. Whoosh. For some reason, you're just kind of baffled that this tiny, tiny frog creature can just hold this giant beast at ease.
Did I miss, by the
and
way?
you still missed.
Okay. Because it doesn't use second wind if I miss.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
fail
I
the
remember.
roll, it doesn't count.
Yep.
So
And that'll bring us up to Mao. Would you like to move or would you like to attack first?
get the gritty on him now.
Oh, I think I calculated it out. I do have enough to move to him.
Let's see. You were
What do
It'll
we
take
hit the
a
gritty
second.
on
5,
him?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had a lot of time to think. All right,
How
I
is
am going.
Mao
to
is 30 away?
swing.
Oh, everything just moved.
Yeah, I
It's
can
just-
control where my character is at.
It just updated for me. That's why I was confused.
All right, does a 15 hit?
Unfortunately, it does not. You whoosh.
Jesus.
How is it dodging? It's just
I'm just kidding, RJ. It hit.
there.
You got it.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I was gonna look at my bonus
no,
actions.
no.
All right, so since I made contact, I will also do a smite.
Ooh, big boy damage incoming.
Mitten.
All right, I got 8 for my initial attack
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
and 7 for my smite. So that's a total of 15.
Shoot! You see, as boom, as you hit it, you leave a sort of indent in this creature's face, and you see blood start to pool out of every orifice, and it just stares at you angrily. Curse you all! As the blood is just spewing out of its mouth. It is now going to try to make a strength check versus. Nope. So you see the creature. Let's see here.
What size is the creature? Because I have a move that only works on large or smaller creature.
It's medium, but it's like a big medium.
So it would work if it says large or smaller.
Yeah, so it would work. You see the creature grab its knife and just try to jab at you, Mao. And let me see. 17, does that hit you, Mao?
It does.
Okay. So, Mao, you are going to take 6 points of piercing damage and 4 points of poison damage as he just jabs it in you out of pure desperation. As it tries to squirm a little bit as it's still being held. That will bring us up to Heart. You just hear Heart go, I'm starting to feel bad for this creature.
No mercy!
you see,
I'm bleeding, bitches.
you see the gnome just bonk it once on the forehead, but very lightly. And then he just backs away. And then he goes up to you, Mel, and he does lay on hands. And he's gonna heal you.
Is this what the thing looks like?
8 points of healing.
3 points of healing.
Is it in the Discord? Oh my god. Oh my god. Something close. I mean, that's more nightmarish than what I had in mind. Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, I think the human teeth really make it way worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad rows of sharp
I mean, that
teeth.
thing has, like, come give me a kiss face. Look at that boy. Woo!
And that'll bring us to Gobi. You are up.
How about don't give it a kiss? Gobi.
Did we lose
That's-
Gobi?
Hear me?
There we go. Now we can.
Okay. I'm going to. I should be able to make it to the monster and back to the tree, right?
Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not really. From where you're at.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
gonna-
Hold on. Wait. You were here. I don't know why you moved. So you're right behind the tree. So it'd be 5,
You're right
10,
behind-
15, 20. Yeah, you should be able to, actually. That should be fine.
I thought so because I was like, wait, what the fuck? I don't think these squares are where I think they are.
I might have moved
Um,
you so I could read the names.
That's interesting. I'm gonna go towards the monster, and
'Kay.
I am going to swing my daggers.
All right. It is still being grappled, so you may do this with advantage and sneak attack as well.
Plus, there's people within 5 feet of it, anyways.
Yep. You get advantage regardless because of your goblin ways, baby.
Your mysterious ways of which we do not know.
20 and a 21. Yeah, that definitely hits.
So
Have a
the
mask
first
on.
one gets this. So 7.
7 points of damage. Okay.
Put a less
Just the 4
horrifying
on that,
spider.
so it'll be 11 for just the daggers,
Okay.
and then sneak attack. Ooh, 10.
Woo! All right. As you
So 21 altogether.
So, in the words of the great Matthew Mercer, how do you want to do it?
I'm gonna run at it. I'm gonna shove one into its jaw, and then I'm gonna swing around, and I'm gonna stick the other one on top of its head.
And finally, the creature just goes limp and motionless.
And
And-
I'm standing on its back.
And
We
you
all hit the gritty.
hear the grung just go, "Oh, you ruined all the fun!" And he lets go of the corpse in his hands. Now, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Gobi.
We had
It was fun. It was a very good time.
What's the frog's name?
Muck. M-U-K. Muck.
Muck.
That Pokemon.
If you like fighting like that, if you stick with us, there'll be a lot more fights like that.
Oh, baby! And you see him just flex and just start to look around. I'm ready to go right now. And he starts like just like fist pumping himself.
But first, we need to get you some gloves. You don't touch any of us.
I did not notice your background was a spider like dancing back and forth.
It was a way more horrifying spider earlier.
Well, I saw that one.
Yeah, I changed it to something a little more nice.
But
So-
all right. I mean, so he had daggers and stuff like that. Does he have anything else on his corpse?
He has one.
I take my javelin back.
Very good. You take your javelin back. You take the dagger back.
Am I
Anything
able to
else
find my
really
crossbow
on it?
bolt?
For that, give me an
Not that.
investigation check.
What is he investigating for?
His
My crossbow bolts.
because it did fall out of a tree. So the
Um,
higher your roll, the more chance I'll let you have one.
Investigation. I rolled a 17, but I have a -2 on investigation.
15. Yeah, that's still fine. You look around and you do find your crossbow bolt inside the creature.
Should we like cut open its stomach and see if anybody's in there?
Would you like to?
Yeah, I don't have a sharp thing though, so maybe Dagger Boy.
Well, we have a dagger that you got from his body, so you do have a sharp thing.
Well, no, but that's Tannen's dagger. He took it out of his body, right?
Oh yeah. It's
Well,
my
I mean, I
dagger.
thought we said we picked up his dagger because he stabbed you with a dagger at the very beginning of the fight.
Oh, did I pick up the spider's dagger?
Yes.
Oh, I cut the spider open with its own dagger.
You as the spewage of all of its entrails fall slowly and loosely out, and you do see two bodies that are kind of like crumpled up and kind of acided away from the stomach acid, but they do seem youngish farm folk wearing simple clothing, and they're just covered in muck goo.
They're covered in muck. Muck, what are you doing laying on them? Can I just check to see if they have anything on them that we can bring back to the guy? Like a ring or a necklace or like some kind of thing on them that we can
Okay.
bring back to the guy as like a keepsake? Since this is obviously the two people he said got it taken.
Give me a perception check.
Per Capitan. 18.
18.
Yeah.
You
It's okay, I can roll good when it doesn't matter at all, except for a storytelling element.
also true. As you look around, you do tend to find one has a marriage ring and it's very fine. It's silver, which for those people that work on the farms is very rare for them to have any silver on them at all. But it's a really pretty with like there's a gold emblem in the center of it, and it's a beautiful eagle carrying flowers. And then on the other one you find a locket, and the locket has a picture of I would say just like there's a mother and a child and then another child as well. So it's like a small family portrait almost inside the locket.
Okay, I put those in my bag of holding, and then can I try to refill my poison bottle with the
From
poison
it-
from
from
the
his-
spider?
From his guts.
Or from its fang. I mean, people milk spiders, so...
I'm gonna say, due to this creature not being
What about a
poison-
nature check?
I-
He
hold on,
poisoned
hold on,
me!
Hold on. He himself is not poisonous, so I'm gonna give this to you. If you give me a percentage die and you roll high, I'll give it to you.
What's a percentage die?
That's your D100 and a D10.
Is the D100 this weird diamond one that has
Yeah.
like 10, 20,
First
30?
intervals, yeah.
Yep.
And then a D10?
Yep.
Alright, let's move everything out of the way. I rolled 30 on the 100, and I
Okay.
rolled 10 on the 10.
Okay. So we'll say as you are trying to fill it, you're slowly starting to realize this green ooze that's coming out of it, it's just blood. There's no poison involved as you're trying to fill it up.
Used all its poison on me, huh? Rat. That's okay. I got the ring and the locket to sell. Not sell. Get back to that guy.
All right, and at this moment, I say we take a little break. So for those who need to go pee, take a quick little drink, all that stuff. We'll take a quick little break. We'll be right back. Andrew's got a beautiful Uncrustable already. Jealous.
Yeah, it's thawing out right now. It takes.
Never
you're supposed
had
to keep
one,
it in the
but I heard
freezer.
they're delicious, and it makes me jealous.
Never had an Uncrustable.
No, man, no.
Buy some Uncrustables, dude.
I was too poor for that, man. Usually, what we had was just peanut butter and jelly, and I had to hand make it.
I didn't get
Peanut butter and
Uncrustables
jelly
until
for a year, like for like a summer for work, and then I just never touched it again. And that was over 10 years ago, and I still just hate the idea of eating one.
Did anybody ever watch Leslie Ann Haverland make her PB&J in elementary school? Because she would have like a sandwich, and it'd be like this much peanut butter, and there'd be this thick of jelly on there. To the point where they had to start making rules about the peanut butter and jelly station, because she would put like half of the jelly that was set out on the sandwich every time and just eat it. I'm like, you're just eating straight jelly, dude.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Like, it
that.
makes
Jelly's
me
good,
sick.
bro.
Yeah, but it makes me sick just thinking about it. Wouldn't you rather have 3 peanut butter and jellies instead of 1 PB&J, but you put this much J on it?
All right, guys, we'll be right back. everyone, we're back. Okay. You guys just defeated a
Crab.
Coldrith or Choldrith? I don't know.
Uldara.
That also means everybody gets 700 XP. Let's go, gamers.
Wah beep ba boop beep. Doobity ba boop boopity boop. Hey.
Skip it up. I hate that when I go anywhere else, the screen goes black. Thanks a lot, OBS.
Skibbity toilet.
That's going to be a movie by Michael Bay, the guy that made Transformers and the Ninja Turtles movie.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and didn't he do Star Trek? I think he made the new Star Trek.
Yeah, he made a Star Trek. It had lens flare, dude.
Yeah, it was. He was the new one.
Because they had all the lens flare memes about it.
True that. The good old days.
Manage XP.
Give yourself 700, baby.
I'll add 701 and not tell Joel.
700 what? 702? 703?
I'm almost to level 4. Halfway.
Nice. Nice.
You meant to say 7,000, right?
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, you're probably right.
7,000. You know, I mean, you'd probably shoot up to like what, level 5 maybe, I think?
That would be.
Actually, that might be a lot more than that. I might be horribly wrong. Oh no, we lost Andrew.
Andrew, come back! Or did he just turn off his camera?
I think.
I hit the wrong button. I'm still here.
Oh, there you go.
That's the frog man when he got out of the blanket.
So true, though. So true.
Let me at him!
The most ferocious
Look
creature of all time. A
Look at
frog.
Mr. Krabs' face.
He's like,
Never noticed how,
oh,
like,
you're so screwed
Figured it
now,
out.
buddy.
We have
Alright, well, let's make our way back to town. Tell him that the big bad Spider-Man's been beaten.
And that we took care of their frog problem. And he's rehabilitated and gonna travel with us now. So we can hear the Patrick Warburton impression all the time.
For all time. So
All of us will be dead and gone, and Patrick Warburton will still live on.
He'll be the only survivor at the ending boss. You watch.
We don't realize he's immortal. And he's been guarding that river for eons.
That would be amazing.
Recently he was awoken. Protect the river from Mandrake Lady. Sorry, I'm writing the script for your campaign.
As I'm like writing all these notes, like those are actually really good. Hold on. Not that they're bad ideas. They're actually really good. I actually wish I would have thought of that. Especially the immortal thing. That would have been amazing. That would have been like such a good plot twist that you guys would have never known. It's just some dumb one-off character that I thought you guys would meet, and then he turns out he's immortal. That would have been great. But
I mean, we've also tried to befriend everybody you've ever given us.
yeah, I know.
How's your bubble? How's your bubble, guy?
How's my what?
Your bubble guy.
Oh
Little
yeah, I
jar,
haven't
open
checked
it,
on him this round.
invincible. You haven't checked on him in a while.
Well, I checked on him last session, but we really haven't had a chance this one. But also, last time I checked, it was daytime, and he don't like the sunlight.
Pretty sure the sunlight's blocked by a giant spider right now.
Other than that
Should
giant...
we-
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
mean, I guess before we take off, I'm gonna have him pop out of his little cage and see if maybe there's any survivors that are hidden in the trees, like if he can sense them or see them or feel them, you know?
Yeah, I also asked Hart to take a look. He has his zoom in vision eye thing.
We see him start to look up, and you see him like, for the first time that you've met him, actually he's now actually acting like an actual robot. He just sits there, not moving for a couple of seconds. And then he finally blurts out, "I don't feel that there is a presence up there."
You don't feel or you don't see anything.
Well, I can't
You don't
see.
feel
I'm
it.
down here. You know these.
Don't you have a telescope eye thing?
Yes, but he points up. Do you see all that webbing? I can't see through that. I don't have X-ray vision. I just have vision.
What's X-ray vision?
You know what? That's for another time. I'll tell you later.
All right, I'm
What
going
kind of
to
vision
rub my
do you
flask and
have?
see if my little flip jib.
You're gonna do what to
Tell me
your butt?
anything.
You open the cork and you see the little creature start to get itself out. And then you hear the classic as it just, and it pops right on your shoulder and kind of just lets its legs hang loosely as it just kind of like sitting there looking
By
at
the
you.
way, Tannen, you can't see this because it's invisible to everyone except for Mao. So pretend you don't know what's going on.
So the funny thing
All right,
is-
little buddy. We are looking for survivors from that monster over there. I'm going to gesture towards the dead spider thing. Do you think you can find anybody that's still alive?
You see it, and it points at the creature, and it goes, "Ooh." And then it points up there, looks at you, it nods. You can see like the hair lightly wave as it's nodding, and you hear up in the way off distance, and then you kind of hear rustling in the top, and
It's
you
another spider. I'm gonna be mad.
you hear another as he pops on your shoulder, and he just kind of like looks for the first time. You can see he's kind of like in dismay, or what you could assume is dismay. He's kind of like staring at the ground as he's standing
Yeah,
on your
understand.
shoulder, and he just kind of like shakes his head a little bit.
Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate you helping us out. We're really hoping. We didn't have much belief that they were actually alive.
Did you see anything or?
I'm going to give him a little head scratch. A little scratch.
You can see
Wow, did he see
really
anything?
likes that. And then you see him go back into the bottle and just start to disform himself into the ash again and puts the cork on the bottle.
All right, everybody
If he saw anything.
is dead, so we can just go ahead and start heading home.
Do we take a short rest and wait till nightfall and then head home?
Yeah, we
Just
can
in
do that.
case-
You hear
Just in case we need a little rest.
the grunt go, "Did he just talk to himself? What is going on?"
Oh, so it turns
Uh,
out I'm friends with the fey creature that lives in my jar.
It's a bubble that's invisible.
I don't mean to alarm you, big
Oh.
one, but I think this one's lost his marbles.
That
Yeah,
may
yeah.
be so, but these marbles are still kind of up there, so we're okay.
Grunt just shakes his head yes. I know.
Hey, other small creature, you want to wrestle? Oh, come on!
What if we give you a gold coin?
Hell, that. It's pretty good. You see, you just have his hand out.
Maybe Hart will wrestle you. No, you don't need any gold coins. You just got 100 off the ground. We haven't even got paid yet. Me and Mao,
Always
while
gets paid.
while they're talking about the thing, me and Mao go hunt for a little bit before a short
Okay.
to try to hunt an animal. You want me to roll something to hunt animal?
Yes. Give me a survival check. That was. It was. Do you want me to roll something? To hunt an animal.
Hunt an animal.
Oh my God. It was almost serial killer like.
16.
16. Okay. Mao, go ahead and give me a survival check as you are with him right now.
Dude, I'm hunting Mao. That's the problem. He needs to survive. Mao, you better roll good. I just rolled a 16, okay?
10.
10. Okay. As you kind of searching, you find a small herd of deer kind of hiding in a bushel deeper into the forest. And you both sneak up on it.
Yeah, I do. I'm very sneaky.
And now, Mao or Grog, do you have a... I know you have a crossbow. Mao, do you have a bow?
I do have a bow.
Okay, less damage. You take out your bow and with easily it falls over. What would you like to do with your newly found kill? While this is happening, go ahead.
I want to shoot another one. There's two of them. I want to shoot at the same time so we can kill two.
Okay, give me a dexterity check because you're trying to do it at the same time the other one falls.
Dexterity. Oh, dexterity is just the main one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
9. I do it.
20.
I hit 30 of
20.
them.
For some reason, Mao with just surprising dexterity, just boom, boom, almost like Legolas from Lord of the Rings, just hits 2 deer with quick succession, and they both just thudum, as the rest of the herd gets spooked and they all trail off deeper into the forest. While this is happening, Gobi, you are left at camp with Hart and the grung named Muck.
And Hart is still watching you. Said the storyteller.
You see Hart's trying to like build a fire for the camp. He's just grabbing.
I won't.
Go ahead.
I'll help him.
Okay. So you both are like searching for just smaller sticks to start kindling the fire and then make it bigger and bigger. And then
After we get enough sticks, I do have a tinderbox, so I'll light it.
perfect. Easy enough. You guys start a smallish fire, and then as it keeps going, you start to add more and more and more fire to it. Is there anything you would like to say or do while you're at camp at this time, or are you just gonna wait for the other two to come back?
We really likes having friends.
Me too, Gabe. Me too.
We've been so mean to Colby, and he's just like, I'm so happy you guys are here. Meanwhile, we're like, let's throw Golby up and have him be bait for the spider. I want to start skinning the deer.
Okay.
'Cause I have my new leather working tools.
Excellent.
So I haul the 2 deer back to the camp.
Well,
and
I was
start
going to say,
skinning
before we
them.
haul it back, I'm going to bleed
Ain't
my
no-
deer, and
ain't no
then
hauling back,
then we'll
girl.
skin it afterwards, and
You
then
can
haul
go haul
it
it back, girl.
Okay. Okay. Mal, you quench your everlasting thirst by biting deep into the deer.
Make sure you bite it on the neck.
And
Help me
as
not
you're drinking, it finally starts to your heart rate slows down. And you start to hear all the things far away like you did the very first time you got the abilities. It almost feels like time itself starts to slow down.
You hear Goldie
And then-
bark back at the camp.
And then as you release from it, the overwhelming sensation of just warmth and happiness just overfills you. Grog, as you see Mao take a step back from the deer, you start working on it. And give me a survival check. Let's see how good the coats are.
I'm good at it. Why do you always make me roll things? 14.
14, okay. Roll me 2 because you have 2 deer.
Nat 1 plus 2
Hey.
is 3.
The one that you bit is hard to skin, buddy.
The one that fell into some thorns, so it's a little bit harder to try to make a nice coat out of it, and you're just making scraps because the thorns are so deep within it. However, the first one, you do make a very nice coat that you can turn into whatever you would like.
Okay. When I get back to the camp, I want to start cooking the meat of one of the deer, and the second deer I use my bag of salt I had just for fun. I won't admit what I had the salt for right now with the frogman right there. But I want to rub salt all over the other deer pieces and cut them thin so they can start to dry out.
Okay. And cure.
I think we should do a long rest. That way I can revive my special abilities. What do you guys think? Is that okay? Oh,
I mean,
no,
we can
no,
always
no.
Take
That's-
a long rest once we get back, but the sooner they know that we killed the monster, probably the better.
Short rest is fine, because it'll reset my 2 things.
Yeah, I think a
but-
short rest will be just fine.
Okay.
Granted,
I think
that's a little
it's
selfish of me
good.
because a short rest is a full rest for me. So
Do you think my leatherworking tools I could make a leather chest plate to replace my chainmail so it's quieter, like a leather chest piece?
I would say
Because between the scraps, which I can use to make
I would
leather
s-
strips.
you could definitely do that. It would just take a lot longer than just a day because you have to dry out the skin and all that stuff.
Okay.
So I'd say it's
Well-
doable. It's just gonna take some time, is all.
Before the short rest, I want to scrape the
The fur
fat
off.
and the blood and fur off of the hide so it can start the process. And
Perfect.
then we can have our rest.
Easy peasy.
And we all eat deer, and I love it. And we even have salt, so it's not horrible.
You start.
Isn't it
scraping
great that I happen to just have this giant bag of salt, guys?
for no reason?
for no,
For no
reason.
reason.
Kind of reason.
So,
What'd
real
you
quick,
say?
go ahead.
I didn't hear it,
That-
Shannon.
That was reason.
Kobe.
To dry. We're making jerky out of the deer meat.
Suspicious.
And I roll
Well,
for
I mean, we travel a
persuasion.
lot. We don't stay in one spot too long. Have you ever just tried the most bland food ever? Not with salt. Makes it delicious.
We have a bag of holding, so I mean, might as well.
Yeah, be holding that flavor. Take us
So-
to Flavor Town.
real quick, Gobi, before they show up, do you want to do anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. You guys come back and you see there is Hart, Muck, and Gobi all sitting by the fire. Just started the fire for us.
Without any help?
No, of course not. You see him look at Gobi. Gobi helped me with the fire.
Colby
Well, we
has
brought
help.
back some food. Brought back some food, so we can all eat since we're all tired after that fight. I asked Hart to keep watch after we're done eating before the short rest, so that Hart can alert us if anything happens.
You see Hart just shake his head. Yes, of course I can do that. That is no concern to me. And I can cook the food if you prefer, it doesn't matter. As he starts.
While he's cooking it, I'm just there slicing the other pieces thin and doing the salt thing by the fire.
Time is it?
Right now, it's probably pretty much later. I would say closer to like 8 or 9 o'clock right now.
So is the sun set yet?
Yes.
I'm going to go a little bit distance from the group,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take my mask off, set, make like a little makeshift altar, and start like praying to it.
Okay. As you pray for it, start praying, you start to feel like you're being watched, but not a concerning type of being watched. Like, just something knows you're there. And
All
then-
right, so I was gonna see if you'd let me. As he walks off, I want to walk off in the other direction, but I want to turn into my bat form, and I want to follow him to see what he does.
So we'll do two things. So two things. Tannen, is Gobi being sneaky about leaving? Or does it just leave?
I just leave. I'm not ashamed of it. I just
Okay.
wanted to give them.
Oh, then yeah, of course, Mal. It would be easy enough for you to just go, "Oop," turn into your bat. You fly up a little bit above the trees where you can see Gobi run along. Gobi, you hear the distant flap of wings.
Gobi feels
I've
like
been
he's
a-
being followed.
Oh, but
Looking
like the whole
around,
time, I'm
Bat.
doing the whole sporadic bat flying movement. So
That is
he
true.
looks up,
That
he's
is true.
just sitting
Gobi has no idea that you can do that. So yeah, you would just look like a bat as you're just kind of like sitting above him.
I was gonna say I've never
Would I be
heard a
able to
bat
make it-
flap its wings before.
You haven't? Have you been around bats?
Yeah, they
Well, I was
aren't
gonna say,
that
so
loud.
he didn't
They
grow up at
mostly
like at the
squeak.
farm where we had bats flying 10 feet above our heads.
That's
Yeah,
a
but their
super loud.
wings, they usually squeak. It's the squeaking, not the flapping as much.
I disagree. Usually you can hear them like they're loud and sneaky. They're loud and
Granted,
sneaky.
last
That's
time, like I
weird.
said, last time I heard a bat, it was only like 5 to 10 feet above our head because we had a port or a yard light, and the bugs would stick around us because we'd sit near the light, and then they would swoop in to get the bugs.
Yep, that makes sense.
I would assume Mao is not swooping at Tannen's head, probably.
Anyway, Gobi. I always want to pronounce it Gobi, but it's Gobi. Gobi.
Like the desert.
True. Gobi, when you start to pray, you just hear a voice in your head that just says, "Stay strong, my child. All will be well." And then the voice dissipates.
Did you hear Phil Swift here with flex tape? Hey,
With
I
my
think I
new
turned into the
invention,
wrong
Flex
Santa.
Steel!
That's a lot of damage.
I chained my boat in half. Why'd you do that, Phil? Boats are expensive. Yeah.
But I put a
Don't be
train
brave.
door on it. That's not how a boat works, Phil.
Gobi prays to the Lord of Shadows and Phil Swift. A flex tape.
So now,
Shadows keeps me hidden. He fixes damage.
Phil,
I am
Phil's
healed.
the healer. Yeah, it makes so much sense now.
My cleric.
Now, as you see this, black smoke lightly forms around Gobi. But it only lasts for a couple of seconds and then it just dissipates and goes into the air.
after that's done, I'm gonna pick up my mask, put it back on, and head back to the fire.
Okay.
And since he did not destroy the altar, I do want to examine it to see if maybe I can do a religion check to see if I know exactly what it is.
Okay. Are you gonna turn back into your human form and look at it, or are you still in bat form?
Well, Gobi's gone.
Do I have to turn back in to examine it?
No.
Because I'm assuming I'm not going full bat where I just have like no eyesight.
No. This is
Shriek at
this
it
is-
a few times,
this
gonna
is-
reach for the-
this
what
is
the fuck?
folklore vampire. You're not blind. You're like
Why
as
is
a
that?
vampire. Man.
Screeching
Alright,
at
I'm gonna
those
remain
sticks
in
I
the-
put over
The
there.
bat form. And I got an 8 for religion, so I don't know shit.
As you're looking at it and looking at the mask, nothing's really sticking to your head. Like, this is the first time you've heard of this, and you know a lot of religions. But
I'm disappointed. So I'm gonna just go ahead and fly back to where I left off. So I'm still gonna enter from the opposite side of where he
Can
left from.
I
Okay.
do something before they come back, like while they're gone?
what would you like to do?
I just want to talk to Hart about keeping an eye on Gobi because I'm worried that he's going to steal from us and that Hart needs to keep an eye on him.
You just hear Hart go, "Yes, I will keep too. We've already talked about this." And then he turns.
No, but like we didn't really talk about it. I just was.
I will. Yes, I will keep an eye on him. I promise. I promise I will. I don't think he's going to be a problem. He said he was happy that we were here, after you were being
I'm
so
pretty
rude
sure-
to him. As he looks at you up and down.
I'm pretty sure he said that he's going to be stealing a lot because that's his character.
Ah,
a gut
but he
feeling
didn't.
about that.
But he didn't say it from you. He just said stealing in general.
I
There's the
seen
plot
him-
twist.
Was that
And
was
his
that Gobi
all-
actually saying that, or I thought Tannen was just saying that?
Tannen
No,
just said
I-
that.
think
that
Gobi
was a
actually
joke.
told us
That was Tannen
I was
explaining
saying
his
that was,
character.
me,
Yeah.
not
I
Jared.
was. I'm just basing it off of the fact that his own leader dropped coins on the ground and he jumped on them and took them. That he might like some of the gold and shiny things we have, including the ring and the locket that I put in the bag.
I mean, that's a fair.
Anyway.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna
Then
speak
I
on
like-
it. You'll just have to keep an eye on me. That's all I'll say.
Well, but you're not even there yet. I lay down to go to bed, take a nappy.
Okay. You lay down, and as Gobi walks in, you're immediately awoken by a loud voice, whom you know as Mucko. There's an intruder! Who is that? And he points at Gobi. And then, oh,
Not
I was so used to the thing on your face. It's
I thought
terrifying.
Tannen said he put the mask back on.
Hmm?
Had one person
Tannen
hurt
did-
me.
He
Me-
definitely said he put the mask back on.
Me and RJ didn't hear that. That's why RJ looked at the shrine, because the shrine is the thing he made.
Well,
with
but the
mask.
shrine was still there, just not the mask part.
The shrine is the mask, though. That's the thing.
I figured RJ might have just looked at it while Gobi was still there. Anyway,
He did, but he
I
couldn't
think-
get closer until Gobi was gone to look at it.
gondola. Like the boat.
Gondola off the boat.
Because he's looked at it, I will be remember. Oh, I forgot my relic. Let me go get that.
There we go.
Probably.
You fixed it. You said
All
gone
right,
to look
I will
at
walk
it, and it
into
sounded
camp
like
after he
gondola.
walks off.
Okay. And then Gronk, you see Mao walk into the fire area.
I ask
Muck to not scream every time one of us walk back to the fire, so I can
He
get
sees
my
Mao.
short rest?
Intruder!
No, Muck, old chap, it's just your friend Mao.
Oh, oh my god.
I want to assault him so bad. I whisper to my dog as I roll back over.
After I come back,
I'm the one, dude. I'm the one that asked him to stay too. Like, follow us.
As you go back to sleep, and then Gobi, you walk in to the fire as well.
Obi, don't walk into the fire.
I mean, you can if you want.
Why did
to.
me and Tana made the same exact look at the same time?
I mean, if you want to walk in the
both were
fire,
like, "Us?"
pause. Maybe not in the fire, by the fire.
Oh, good idea. Smart.
What would you?
All right, everybody,
this
let's get some
hard.
rest, and then we'll head out here in just a couple hours.
Yeah, Mao will definitely sleep, Gobi. Get Mao. He's telling I'm asleep.
I'll say our group has expanded exponentially, but me and Gronk will be the ones that stay the closest together.
As you guys are
Warmth.
like going to sleep, you see the Grung just do push-ups until he gets exhausted and he just pats out.
You see
We'll
Mao
go
curl up
from-
right next
from,
to Gronk and say, "We're gonna stay real close."
What was that? What was that, Gobi? Real quick.
I will go exactly 4 feet from Gronk and curl up and pass out.
They said stay at least 4 feet away.
Literally does the pace and all that, counts 4 feet.
And I was gonna say, mine's meditation now, right? Instead of actual sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah, but you gotta pretend you're sleeping because Gobi doesn't know.
Oh, gotcha.
So I tap the spot between me and Gobi and say, "Come on, Mao, time to sleep." I don't wink though.
You
They all
see,
sleep. And
you see Hearts just kind of like surveying the area as you guys are sleeping, and then you guys slowly start to wake up one by one, feeling more rested. So everybody that is not RJ will have a short rest. And I honestly, I don't think Gobi even took damage, so I think Gobi's fine.
Literally, the only thing I did was lose 1 arrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
I'm
think
telling you,
Andrew
Brett,
took
man.
1 damage because I healed him for 10 out of the 11.
No, yeah, I
that's
had
true.
the short rest was mostly because then I can get my action surge back and one of my superiority die.
Oh, gotcha. And that would be, if I remember right, that's a full rest for Mao. So you should have all your hit points back.
Yep, I already reset my stuff.
Excellent.
I healed 1 point, right, to get up to 33 on the short rest.
If I remember right, it's half your hit dice on a short rest. If I remember right.
Oh, it would be more than 1, right?
So basically, well, yeah, it would be, you would roll whatever
Okay.
your hit dice are, and you'd roll it to see how much health you got. So yeah,
I don't know what my hit dice are.
it's the one that you roll for your constitution to like each level that you roll for your health.
Yeah, since we're level 3, you get 3d whatever your constitution rolls are.
True dat.
That doesn't make any sense to me, but
When you roll for health, what do you roll?
I thought we didn't roll. I thought we just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just have the auto level thing where it just automatically.
What's up
Oh
with
no, I
level?
remember. We tried rolling, but Andrew rolled so bad that we just stuck with the one it was given him because otherwise he'd have like this big of health.
Leave fighter is 1d12.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joel. That's huge.
Yeah, pretty normal size, actually. Pretty average.
Pretty good.
That's above average.
That's above
agree.
average. I mean, personally.
I think.
As you guys are waking up, the light breeze rolls through the trees, and you guys can smell all the fresh flowers and the blooming tenders that are around you.
And the rotting spider corpse. It's
Surprisingly- Surprisingly
Didn't
enough,
walk that far.
it doesn't smell that bad. However, do you guys get up and start making your way towards the town?
I think so.
Okay.
We pack everything up and head back to town to give that guy his ring and his locket from his fallen friends.
Okay. So, Mao, what do you say? Are you voting for town then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and see if there's any reward at all, and make sure that they know that the people that went missing are dead.
Okay. Gobi, would you like to do anything before you guys head to town or no?
No, I don't have anything special. I'll just make sure I have all my items on me.
Okay.
Cartwheel, do a cartwheel.
Andrew.
Go on.
You get 3d10 for it because your d10 is for your health when you're supposed to roll for health.
So
Thanks, babe.
we can roll for it, or we can stick with the same number. The reason why you can roll for it is because sometimes you can roll higher than what it suggests. So that's why.
I
it's-
healed all the way. That's what I matter.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys all pack up your stuff and you all start heading to town.
And we put out the fire because we're responsible for forest conservation.
Smokey would be proud. As you
Yeah,
guys,
no, them spider webs burned down the whole nation side.
I don't smoke that thing.
so as you guys go to the town, for what seems like almost an era, you guys go to the town and there is finally no chaos from when you guys have returned. There's no people yelling this or that. That's actually almost like perfect, exactly what I imagined it would look like. I'm not even joking. Like, that's almost a perfect example.
Look, there's a horse. Pulling what? Something we don't have. Yeah, we'll have Gobi pull
Fucking wagon.
the wagon. We'll have Gobi pull the wagon.
Oh, the wagon. Never again.
We'll have Gobi pull the wagon, even though he's the smallest one of the living creatures that are with us.
You weigh like what? Probably like 300 pounds.
It's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, like I could easily pull the wagon without even
Without even trying.
feeling it. And then we're like, Gobi, time for you to pull.
Time for you to pull your weight around here, Gobi.
By your weight, I mean I'm gonna sit in the wagon.
I'm
Anyway.
pretty sure I weigh exactly 50 pounds, so.
Immediately, as you guys are wandering through the town, some guards see Muck, and they run up. Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you for the capture of this creature. We will take him back to the jail. We appreciate your business. And
Give us just 1 second with that, please, there, guards. This man helped us slay the spider that had been killing some of the residents. So we ask you to forgive him for now, as he has decided to join our group to do good.
do you
I
have
promise. I promise that if he acts up, I will be the first one to bring him to you, and he can sit in the jail.
proof? Give me.
He's in our stead now, and we're taking care of him and trying to rehabilitate him. And we promise we will bring him back if he acts up even once.
I want both of you to give me a persuasion check.
with bonus or whatever.
It's whatever your persuasion is.
You want me to roll
Excuse
2d20? I hear.
Just one. Oh man.
15.
15. Good.
Mine is a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Good
you're-
freaking rolls. All right.
That's called the Mao Gronk Tag Team.
As I'm talking about a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
As you guys are talking, you see them look at each other. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, here we still want you to have something as a reward, and they hand you 1,000 gold pieces.
You as in who?
Whoever is in
You
front.
guys, and that's a shit ton of
Specific.
money.
I
Oh,
see
okay,
that.
Grom,
I see
uh,
Golby reaching for it, and I grab it real quick and drop it into the bag of holding.
I was just gonna tell you to do that because definitely needs to go in the bag of holding.
Is there a way to make the bag of holding? Is there any way? Golby didn't help us catch Frogman at all.
Gobi wasn't
Yeah,
there.
so
to be fair.
whatever our reward is for slaying the
We'll give you a third of the
Spider.
reward for the spider.
Oh, what? Wait, what? There was a spider? What,
You're
hap-
not
what,
in
prove your people
Town
at least.
Square.
what happened with this creature?
Were you not in the center of town when they were talking about the spider and there was a big like? war
No,
between
I
the
stay
different
out of
religions?
we all stay out of political matters. We don't fight for any political party. We just protect the town. That's it.
Oh, you probably should have stopped those guys before they got into town.
They weren't harming
Anyway.
anyone.
I just explained to him what happened with the spider.
Oh,
How we killed it.
and you have a necklace and a ring from one of those poor people. Ah, I see.
Yeah, we're gonna turn it into the closest relation to them. He was the one that came and told us about the spider, so we're returning him to him.
I see. So
Their body, and then I tell the guards where the spider is and where the bodies of the two people are, in
Gotcha.
case the family wants to get the bodies and bring them and bury them.
you see him. He salutes you. Oh yes, thank you. I really appreciate that. We will tell the families and let them know about this tragedy. Now, better tidings. I know, now that you speak of it, I do know who was on that quest. So, the person you were talking to was actually a servant of the Thunderton family. So, if you would please, I would like you to. It's going to be a little bit north of town. You just travel for a little bit. You'll see a gigantic house with a huge farmland, servants everywhere. Go talk to them, and they will give you a reward.
All right, so we
ask-
got our direction. Let's go ahead and start making our way.
Can I ask the guards if they know of a place for us to get a horse and wagon? I have
Ah.
1,000 gold now.
The
Like maybe
stable.
they have an extra one. We need a big wagon, big enough to at least carry
We have
500 pounds or more.
we do have a caravan, but that's supposed to be for the trip to the north. As I'm sure you're aware, the war in the north is terrible right now. But yes, if you would like to use it, how much gold are you willing to pay for it?
What do you think is fair?
Well, it's a horse, and we're gonna be. The fight up north is gonna be losing men because they won't be able to have any for a while. But I also want to say this: you guys have helped the town a lot. I don't think you really know what you have done for all of us. So I will request this: you bring it to the Thundertons, and you bring it right back in perfect condition for free. How about that?
And if I give you some coins, can you order or like request from another town when the next group comes into town a new wagon?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, if you give me about a week, I will have a wagon, a horse for you, and whatever you need with on it.
Okay. Well, I talked to Mao because we want to travel to the big city. Eventually, so
Katarina,
we-
baby.
We basically tell the guard that we need enough to get to Katarina and back for like rations and stuff on it.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely put that on for you. That's no big deal. As long as you bring back my wagon and the horse all in perfect condition, I don't care. I will have all this ready for you.
Okay.
And you see him, he actually shakes hands with each person in the party.
Hopefully not. One of the people in the party has poison on their hands.
Ah, but he's a knight, so he has.
He's wearing gloves.
He's wearing gloves. And he goes, I thank you all for your service for this city. This city owes you so much. And then he turns around and he starts walking back to his post.
On our way through town, could we stop by somewhere and get the frog leather gloves so he can touch things?
Yes, I would say, yeah. You guys go to we'll just say the blacksmith, and he immediately just throws the gloves at him. Oh, I know those creatures. They're not to be touched. And you see him go, oh, you didn't have to throw it at me, as he's like putting him on.
It's all the same with everybody. I think we should just load up the wagon with us three gentlemen and head up north to the farm or whatever to give them their keepsakes back.
You see Hart go, absolutely. I can stay in town for as long as you need.
Hart, I want you to come with us.
You said 3 gentlemen.
Yeah, he does. Hart doesn't need to ride on the wagon. He can roll next to the wagon.
Oh, I thought you meant
As
leave the
he-
other ones there.
No,
That's
I
what
figured
took it
that.
as.
No, I figured Hart and the dog could be off the wagon because they're not going to get tired from walking as easy.
Also true. Especially because one's a robot.
Yeah, so I figured me, Mao, and the thing that we don't know the race of can ride on it.
Al would know now.
That's true.
Yeah,
Mal-
I guess
Mal-
that's true. Yeah.
Mao, did you tell me
No.
sometime?
So we haven't had a chance to talk in private yet, so I didn't say anything.
So you guys climb in the
Bro.
wagon and you start to take your horse off, and the others are all walking side by the cart.
I'm going to go pee, but I can still hear you.
Okay. You just hear the constant thumping every like couple of feet, and it's Muck. He's just pounding his hands, basically looking all around, looking for things to fight. And you see Hart as he's actually having from what you can tell, a wonderful time just looking around outside. As you guys are continuing on. You guys go further and further. It's still pretty early morning because you guys took a short rest. So it's probably around like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock. So it's still pretty dark out. So you guys keep going on northwards towards this house. And this house is huge. Did Gobi want to do anything? I saw your head. Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were raising your hand too.
So, as you guys are continuing forward, it's a huge mansion. It's huge. It's all gold, and you can see magical sparkles that just rain down in front of the house. And you see servants everywhere working the farmland. You see them getting pitchers of water in a fountain that's based in front of the house. And it's a big fountain. Getting this water for these animals that are in the stables that are right next to the house.
I
And
love sparkles.
as you guys are getting closer and closer, you realize the doors are gigantic, just full gold doors.
Wait, made of gold?
Made of gold.
Oh, Gobi!
Kobe tries to steal a door.
Can we fit it in the bag?
He
of
manages to
gold?
get it off its hinges before it falls upon him like a vending machine.
If we can cut it into thin, long strips, we can put it into the bag of holding. Because it just needs to be small enough to fit in the hole in the
Oh, my
bag.
word.
Cats. All right.
It doesn't matter how long it is. Anyway, I want to knock on the door. My big hand.
You're a boom, boom, boom. You hear a light voice coming. The door swings open, and you see the door itself opens about 3 feet high. There's just a little square that just opens at the bottom,
Little door in the door.
and
But
you
only
see,
3 feet high.
Mhm.
It's a little door in the door.
And you see a head look underneath, and this person looks relatively normal sized, and they look up at you. Oh, I didn't know we were expecting visitors. Give me one moment. And you see his head go back in.
And I
Shuts.
walk through the door.
You walk through. You walk through the door. You hear, "Oh, good heavens!" Okay.
Ugly gobble.
I could just open the door for your friends here. You see him open the door and lets the rest of you in. It's just an oldish man, bald on the top, complete in butler gear. He looks at you all.
I said that we're
Go ahead.
looking for his master, or whoever owns the land here.
Yes, you're looking for the Thundertons. I will be right back. I'll get you one of the Thundertons now. And you see him trail off, and you guys look in. It's a marble floor, and there's a huge marble staircase leading to 2 ways, left and right, in the hallways with velvet walls. As you guys are waiting, you see him go up the stairs and to the right.
After he gets out of earshot, I just grab Gobi by the shoulder and I tell him to leave everything where he finds it. Because we may end up being able to work for these people and we'll get a lot more gold from them if we don't steal from them the first time we meet.
So if Gobi leaves stuff, Gobi gets more stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Gobi,
yeah.
Gobi, what's
Okay.
up?
Also,
I look-
Hart,
I-
you can eyes. You
Yeah,
know what
I
to
look
do.
at Hart and like give him like the nod, like keep an eye on Gobi.
I will. You see,
Gobi, I'll make Muck
you-
give you a hug, dude.
you feel, Goey, you feel 2 small things just pat lightly on the back of your neck. As you do,
Balls.
you turn around, you look, you see it's just Heart's eyes elongated,
You
touching the
see-
back of your neck.
You see, it's Gronk's.
That would hurt.
Surprisingly, it does not. As it, like, he just brings it back. And then that's...
Safe.
You hear the footsteps coming down, and what you guys see is a gnome. This gnome has a bright purple pink pompadour. They have a handlebar and mustache. They're wearing a leather vest with no undershirt. Very fine types of linen for legs. And you see, like, the shoes are just basically plain leather. And you see them, they're holding a goblet that's just filled to the brim with wine. And it is about as tall as they are. And they come down the stairs. Oh, hello. How are we? How are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? I heard you might have some news for me.
So I kneel down to get closer to his level out of respect, and I just let him know that something bad has happened, and I pull the 2 items out and show him that
Before-
we found
Before
them.
you say, the minute you say bad news, he goes, hold on 1 second. And he chugs the whole glass. Sorry, but I need to feel well, but for bad news. So continue.
Well, we were fighting this giant spider, and we cut it open to see if we could find anything, if it had eaten anybody, and we found this. And I give him the ring, and I give him the locket. And the guards in town said you might know who these belong to.
Yes, these were my servants, unfortunately. Barry and Tigreal. That's saddening to hear. They were great. They were hard workers. And the minute you like get closer, you realize he's like disgustingly sweaty. Like almost like he looks like he's covered in oil. He's so sweaty. There.
Did he go to one of those special parties with the baby oil? Don't want to
see
say
him-
the name.
You see him
but-
like he claps his hands really loud, and you see a servant literally run over to him, gives him another huge goblet of wine, runs off with the empty glass. Oh, my apologies. Would any of you like any of this fine drink?
I'm good for now, thank you very much.
Love.
Gobi? Okay, I'm assuming that's your name. How about you, tall one?
I was about to look at Mal like, how does he know Gobi? I'm assuming that's your name. Oh, he just guessed.
Well, no. Gobi said his name, Gobi Wood, so
Oh.
he's assuming that's his name.
Oh, I just thought he said I would. Sorry. I'll just
Yeah,
take some
me
water
carrying out.
if you have water.
Water. You see him look at you like, I haven't heard that name in years. All right then. And you see him clap his hands. And you
I like
see,
the flourish.
you see him waiter walks in and they grab you actually like about a gallon's worth in like a glass bottle of water, and they hand it to you. And it is a fine glass. You can see like the architecture on it's like really fine. It has different spirals going this way and that way. And as for Gobi, you are handed the biggest goblet of wine you've ever seen. It is about the size of your head and the lengthway of your body. It is gigantic. No, there.
It's enough.
Of course it's enough, my friend. Well, that's a lie. There's never enough wine. Anyway, now, I assume you want payment? Is that why you're here?
He's saying that. I am just drowning myself in the wine.
Well, I want to explain to him about the guy that came and requested aid for his friends and stuff, and that we were sent here to return the items where the bodies are.
Oh, okay. You're good. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm glad that the guards will tell the family, so I don't have to give them that bad news. I will find them, and I will thank them for letting someone with muster and strength as he looks at all of you to help bring peace to the family and to us. I mean, for instance, they've been missing for about a day or two, so. As he's like saying that, and he actually does seem solemn about the whole situation. You see a woman coming down the stairs, and you see she's holding like a robe just covering everything. She's like, dear, are you gonna come back? Yes, just give me one moment. Hey, speaking of which, any of you... No, surely not. No. You're too shy. He points at you. You're too religious. He points at Mao. The too shy, he points at Grug. The too religious points at Mao. You... Maybe. He points at Gobi.
Like, has drunk all the wine and is like sitting in the cup now, just kind of.
You know what? Too drunk, not as much fun. A robot, now that would be a treat. Oh, I've never seen an amphibian before.
Poison. Poison.
That would put some dampers on the whole relationship.
Yeah, that might put a damper on everything.
Gronk still doesn't know what this guy's really referring to.
Well, I need to go back to my dog pile. I'm going to give you 1,000 gold pieces each. How's that sound? Everybody? Is everybody fine with that?
I think everybody is very fine with that.
Perfect. And you see him clap his hands, and the butler brings all these bags of gold for each individual person in the party as of right now.
I want to make sure to let him know how we're staying at the inn in the town of Rin, and that if he ever needs anything from us, he can always find us there.
Oh, I definitely will. I definitely will need your services, actually. However, you don't need to stay in Ren. Look at this place. You can stay here as long as you like. Forever, maybe? As he's like walking up the stairs as he says that. And then as he's saying that, he's watching you guys the whole time, holding his cup of wine, walking backwards up the stairs until he reaches the hallway where you guys can't see him.
Well,
I have
clearly we can't stay here
2,730
because we're
gold now.
helping the place get back on its feet. It wouldn't do us any good to not be at that place.
Well, it's good to remember that we have a place to stay in case we need to, or we're in the area.
That is true.
Plus, he's very wealthy, so we should come back and visit him in case he needs help with anything. Because he pays 1,000 gold pieces. When we fought the way harder vampire city, we got diddly squat.
Also, I'm going to give my gold to you, Gronk, to put in the bag of holding.
Okay, I'll add it.
So as they're having that conversation and whatnot, I'm gonna sneak away.
All right, give me a stealth check versus everybody's perception check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay.
I got a
Might
14.
beat me, unfortunately.
14,
get?
what'd you get?
I got 16.
16. As he thinks nobody can see him, Grog, out of the slight of your eye, you can see somebody is trying to sneak away.
I grab him by the back of his shirt and just lift him up off the ground and say,
I kick my
and where do you think you're
don't think
going?
I'm walking away. I look at him and go, I don't know. Where is Gobi?
I just carry him the rest of the way out to the wagon and lay him down to go to sleep.
immediately pass out.
As you do,
We need to also remember to go talk to old lady Screaming Plant so that she can give you cloak.
as you do, you see Hart stops. He doesn't follow the cart. He looks around, and from what you can tell, they are actually Warforged and other gnomes, auto gnomes, obviously, working at this facility. And you see him, he just stops and he's watching them. And he turns
Are
to
you
you.
okay there, Hart?
And he turns to you. It's like, if you don't mind, I might stay.
You'd rather be with them than us?
Well, here's the deal. I don't know what I am, but look at them. Blissfully unaware of the world. I would very much
That's
like to
all
be
the
that.
more reason for you to stay with us. Stay true
Hard.
to who you are.
Just so you know, just hanging out with them will not make you blissfully unaware.
That
They're
is-
blissfully unaware because they don't have your intelligence.
That may be
They're
true.
just simple.
That may be true. But they are still part of me, almost, if that makes sense to you.
Well,
We're-
just know you know where to find us if you ever decide to change your mind.
I highly appreciate it. And if you ever need me, please, I mean, you'll know where you'll find me. I mean, I'm 10 minutes away. As he's like looking at the town, it's like,
You can see Gronk is slightly visibly upset, not angry, but like sad, because every time he makes a friend, they all leave, except for Mao, obviously.
you see,
Because Gronk has lost everybody except for Mao.
you see, the gnome sees Gronk. Oh, don't be sad, Gronk. I will always be here. You can always see me at any point in time.
I'm not sad, it's fine.
I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, and Gobi's here too.
There's something I'm missing. Battle is great. I love battle. Don't get me wrong. I love battle, but it doesn't fill the soul. And then he's gonna actually, you see him like, and you hear like a little sound, and you see it's a familiar piece that you gave to him, and he hands it back to you. There you go. So then that way, you always and always will have that piece of me. And hands you the back of his head.
Isn't that piece important? Isn't that piece important? Piece important.
Yes, it is, but I won't need that while I'm here. And once we meet again, I will take it from you, and we will be in battle once again. And then you see him roll off, and then he starts talking to the other autognomes and warforged that are there.
Alright, I get back on the wagon.
Okay.
All right, time to move back out, guys.
You guys head back out into the town, and by this time it's still, I mean, it's still pretty early, because like I said, for a wagon trip, probably about a 10-minute trip. That'd be easily enough. So it'd be like 10 minutes back, and you guys probably spent an hour or two there. So right now it's probably like around 7 or 8ish, thereabouts. You guys come back. What was that?
Goblin day drinking.
Literally. You come back, And we can't hear you, Andrew, if that was you tried to talk.
Oh, sorry. Is it 7 a.m. or p.m.?
AM.
AM.
It's still early. So you guys are heading straight into town, and the sun's starting to beam up above. And you see the guard. He sees you. Oh well, I wasn't expecting you to bring that back in one piece. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate it. Here's your wagon, and he puts it out. Like, yes, I know I said a week, but here's the thing. We had one extra, and I thought, what the hell, in case you came back with it untouched. So, fair is fair. Here's what I promised, and here's what you promised. And you see him, he actually shoves like an extra bag on top of your newly found wagon.
I open the bag.
You open the bag, and it's rations upon rations. Like, it's a good about like a month's worth of rations that he stuffed on there.
Plus our deer.
And then
Yeah, the ones
Your
that've been salted and making jerky.
jerky, baby.
Jerky, please.
Don't be a jerky. Try my venison.
Oh my
Can
god.
we go to the turtle's house?
Yes. So as you guys do,
Now you want
in
to
your
go to the
newly
turtle
found
house?
in your newly found wagon, you knock on the door, and for the first time, you guys have never met a mandrake before, but as the door opens, you see about a 6-foot tall tree person open the door, and they look at you. Mom! Somebody's here at the door!
That's annoying.
You see Mama Yota's like, all right, now pop down before I beat your ass. And she moves him out of the way. Oh!
How did he get that accent living with the southern woman? Oh, he sounds like he's from California.
She opens the door and she sees you guys. Oh, I wasn't expecting you adventurers. I see you got some new company. She looks at Gobi.
And the frog.
Passed out in the carriage.
You
I
see,
pulled the
as you
jug of
say the
water
frog,
out.
she looks at Muck. You dirty little motherfucker. He goes, hold
He's
on,
all good now. He's
whoa!
with us. It's all good.
I give her the water
Rehabilitation, right?
and
We're working on him.
let her know that she will not have to worry about getting water from the river.
All right. Well, as long as I don't gotta worry anymore, I will
As long as I don't have to worry.
worry anymore. I will keep my end of the promise that I so unfortunately told. As she's like staring the frog deeply into the eyes. All right, here's your cloak. You're welcome. Holds it out for Mal.
No, just kidding.
Now, if I ever see your
Thank you.
frog ass near my river, I will turn you into frog legs. You hear me? He goes, yeah, sure, whatever.
You really
Yeah.
mellowed out, which is cool.
She looks at him and she's like, well, regardless, thank you for not making it a pain. And then she looks at you guys. I thank you for that. Now the mandrakes will be able to grow further. I noticed right away because, you know, Tommy over there grew into a teenager overnight. As you can see, and he's a little bit pain in the ass. I heard that. All right. Well,
Yeah. Good luck with
Good luck.
Tommy.
yeah, I'm gonna need it. Anyway, I'll see y'all adventurers. And she turns around. She closes the door.
All right, tally ho. To the big city.
I think we should stop real quick and see if
Magic Mike or whatever the guy's name is at the magic shop, Zippy Zappo or whatever.
Sippy sap.
Magic Mike.
Which name do you like the best, Magic Mike or Zippy Zappo? I say we stop at the magic store, ask if he needs anything while we're in the big city, and also I want to see if he has a way for us to communicate back and forth with the town of Rin while we're gone.
Ah, okay. So you guys get
some kind of item.
so Gobi, for the first time, you meet a short kobold, bright red, wearing a top hat and a fine coat. Oh, my fellow not-so-friends. Yeah, great, you're here again. What do you want?
Oh, I thought we made up. Zippy? You didn't ever tell me his name.
I did. Because the shop is called Zut Zuts.
Oh. Well, you didn't tell me. I needed a reminder. I say, come on, Zut. I thought we made a deal.
Made a deal? You scared the shit out of me into helping you. I wouldn't exactly say that's a deal, would you? And look at my place. It's just a small, shabby tent now. It's not even half of what it looked like before.
Well, tell you what. We're going to the city, and we were stopping by to see if you need anything we can grab, and we'll bring it back with us.
Well, you want me to get you some magical items, so how about this? Right? Again, it's gonna be a good deal. Good for you, good for me. What about you bring me some magic ore? That's right, I said magic ore. Not just, I don't want stupid ass copper or whatever the hell that is. I want magic ore. That's it. That's all I need. Magic ore.
What's the ore called? Just called magic ores.
Marlakite. I need it. I need it so then that way I can take it to the fellow blacksmith and he can make us magical weapons that I can sell. See? Good deal, no?
Good deal. We need some way to communicate with the town while we're gone.
All right, let me see. And you see he opens a chest in the back and the chest is huge. It's like maybe 6 foot long. And he opens it and you see him. He's so short that he's like reaching in, but you can just see his legs like lifting off the ground and he's like throwing stuff. And then eventually goes, here we are. Yeah. This is gonna look silly. He pulls out a shoe. Now listen. Gronk, I can see you shaking your head. Hold on, wait. This shoe is a telecommunication. Here. I'll give it to you. Just try her out. Try her out. As he begrudgingly puts it up.
Hello?
You hear a hello with your voice behind him, and he pulls out another shoe of the matching set and goes, yeah, see, this is pretty cool, huh? You like this?
Why does it have to be a shoe?
It doesn't. I just chose this because it's funny. And then he puts
Do
it back.
something else?
I mean,
Or
it
is
does
it
make you
good?
look insane, so I can see the humor in it.
Thank
like-
you.
Have like a mirror or like
We wanna try.
necklace?
All right, here you go. He gives it to Gobi. I put my ear up to that, you freak. And he
just feel
pulls that out of
Sophie's
Gobi.
tongue come out.
Yeah, that made me uncomfortable as well.
Do you have like an amulet or like can you like move the spell over to something that's not a shoe?
Oh, Gronk, you're so boring. You want me to remake it? Really?
How does
Yeah, I think the
200
shoe will work
gold
just
sound?
fine. I mean,
Hold
we're just
on.
using it to check in on people.
See, you both sound pretty convincing, but I heard a little thing 200 gold, you said? Is that
Yeah.
what I heard?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what came
want-
over me. I can do it. I didn't think of this before, but I can definitely switch it now. It's fine.
I want something wearable that I can wear,
I like a conch shell.
not a shoe.
I can do a conch
Like
shell.
a-
You want a conch shell?
Well, like an amulet.
Oh, you're going plain Jade, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's for 200 gold. Sure. Okay, give me a second.
I don't want to stand out when we're in the big city as a giant guy talking into a shoe.
Are you kidding me? You are gonna stand out. Look at you. You got whatever the fuck that is. Points at Kobe. Got your tall ass. Points at you. And then you got this guy, who's in plate armor. You think everybody carries around plate armor? No.
Brunk just glares at Zudza, clearly annoyed that Zudza keeps just rambling on about stupid stuff.
All right.
So can you do it?
Fine. Yes, I can do it. Can I have the 200 first?
You can have 50, and then I'll give you the rest later.
Later.
Unlike you,
How much
I'm
later?
trustworthy.
Hold on.
Once I get
Whoa.
the amulets,
Okay.
once I get the amulets and confirm that they can work, I will give you the rest.
All right. Don't get sand in your panties. As he's just, you see him like put the shoes down on the table, and you see him casting what looks like fireballs, but every time they hit the shoe, a puff of different colored smoke appears every time. And you see him, a cloud starts to form above it with different colors all mixed in. And he grabs the cloud, and you see two necklaces he put on the table. And you just, psh, psh, and then a bright flash of white light appears before your eyes. And then finally he looks at you. All right, it's done. Can I have my money now? Thank you.
When I test it.
Oh
So
my
I have-
god. And you see him grab the other one. Hello. And you can hear it in the other end. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, see, it works, okay? Are you happy now? Are you happy? I'm not.
yeah.
Can I have my money now, please?
Happy now when I drop the 150 in your hand.
Thank you. You're so kind. You're a swell guy. You're really nice. Did you work out today? You look huge. You look big. And then you see him like go off into the back as he starts working on another project.
All right, guys. I would like to speak to Zitzit alone for a moment. So if you guys wouldn't mind waiting out there.
I take Golby to the tavern to meet the tavern keeper because I'm gonna give him the other amulet so he can call us if anything crazy happens.
Okay. So all they leave, and you just hear Muck as he's leaving the day. Oh,
Oh,
come
and Muck.
on! Are we ever gonna fight again? As you can clearly see, he's getting a little impatient as you guys are walking towards the inn there. Mao, you are behind Zutsa as Zutsa's just kind of like working on items in his chest.
All right, I wasn't aware that you could enchant things. I want to put in a special request if it's capable.
You just hear him perk up. He goes, "Oh dear God, it's one of you guys!" And he turns around and sees you. Listen, I love
We
you
always
guys.
pay him. Why is he so mad?
To be fair, the last time you intimidated the shit out of him to the point
He
where
also blew up his own shop, by the way.
That
They
we
keep-
saved.
that you guys told him to blow up to begin with.
I
No,
did do
we
that.
did
That was pretty
not.
funny.
He was trying to show off his magic item that was a one-use ball of flame.
Mao used a persuasion check to blow up the tent, and that's what happened.
It was pretty good. Pretty good.
Anyway, listen, I don't make deals unless I'm getting paid. You know this. We've made many
We
deals
know
so
this,
far.
but I want to know if you can do what I need first.
One, depends on the price. Two, what is it?
I need a ring that will make me not affected by the sun.
Ooh. First of all, what? You got like some weird disease thing going on? What? Why?
It is a disease.
Ah, allergic to the sun. I've heard everybody is allergic to the sun. I've heard everybody's allergic to bread now too. It's weird. Anyway. Alright. I'll do it for... You see him lean. How's about 500 gold pieces?
Let's try 300.
350.
I can do 350.
You see him hand out his little tiny claw of a hand to shake yours.
I go ahead and shake it.
Alright. We have an accord. How early or late do you need this said ring?
Well, as soon as you can get it.
Okay.
Like today.
I might need some of that ore I was referring to, but... Yeah, I might have some laying around. Hold on. As he's
I
like,
tell you
sure,
what,
sure.
I'll throw in an extra 50, making it 400 if you have it laying around and you can do it.
Oh, you know, now that you mention it, I do have some laying around. I really do. I remember now. Okay, just give me till next morning, and I will have this ring made for you, I promise.
Perfect. I'll be back with your money then.
All right. And you see him immediately starts ripping out the chest and just starts throwing objects as you are starting to leave. Now, we go to Gronk. You open up the doors to the inn. Give me 1 second. I have so many NPCs, it's hard to remember. Okay. You see Bronze in his dwarven height just washing cups, and he sees you. Ah! You made it, my friends. Oh, I see you also have new company. Who's this fella?
I introduce Golby and the frog, Muck, to Bronze. I explained that we're going to the big city, because I can't ever remember its name.
Katarina.
I was going to say Spirulina, so that's pretty close. So I explained to him we're going to the big city and show him how the amulet works. That way, if any time we're gone, something really crazy happens in town, he can call. Also, I offered to grab him something from the city if he needs it while we're gone.
Oh, aye. Well, that's terrible news. But I'm glad you are okay, my friend. And he puts his hand on like your somewhat of leg, because he can't reach your shoulder for obvious reasons, so he just like pats your leg.
That's my F.
Now, you look wary. Would you like some drink? Would you like some water, Gronk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Then I think we just sit around at the bar and laugh and talk about the spider fight and just try to unwind from everything that's happened in the past, like, short period of time for Gronk.
as you do, you explain the whole situation with the spider, and you all, as a group, just end up in this joyous laughter, hearing Gronk's way of describing of what the creature looked like, of how you were fighting it, and you all end up in a cackle of laughter, as this is the first time where you all actually have gotten to relax in a long while since you've started your adventure.
I can imagine the Bronze would think a lot of our escapades were so funny, like me getting Garny, or throwing Garny, or thinking that the Lion Man thing was
What's a
a
good
friend
guy?
when it was a foe.
Ah, you've had plenty of adventures. I'm quite jealous. And I'm glad to see you made some new friends. Here! And he drinks a whole pitcher of beer and slams it. Now, with your friend with the certain problem, how's he doing?
He's doing good. We found a deer, and he was pretty hungry, so he ate quite a bit.
Ah, aye. Good. He had me a little worried when we first, well, butchered the cow, and I was worried that he was going to overcome by hunger. But gotta give it to him.
He's getting used to it. Actually,
That's
he's really
surprising.
starting to be able to handle whatever comes his way, if you know what I mean.
By this time, Mao, you enter through the doors, and again, even yourself, for the first time in a while since you've started your adventure, you actually hear laughter and brevity as you enter the inn of the Bortusk.
Can I add something?
Mm-hmm.
While we're talking, can I have been working on my leather chest piece that's gonna take so long to make?
Oh yeah, we'll say
We're
you're
just sitting at the table.
about one more day, because obviously in D&D time it works a little bit differently than real life, because in real life it would take forever. It would take like a month or whatever.
Yeah. The bag of holding is relatively dry. It really dries the leather out. Gets it ready.
Hi! How are you doing, Mao?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I am doing great. Would you like a drink? I mean, not the red kind. And he like gives you like the one eyebrow.
I'm good with the wine for now, sir. I'll just take a glass of water.
All right. And he pours you some water and puts it down on the counter. Aye. I've heard you have plenty of adventure. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost our buddy, though.
Oh, the robot.
Wizard.
No. Wizard.
Oh,
The Raven Wizard.
he was a
The
funny
robot's
fellow.
up on the farm up north with the Thunderbolts or whatever.
Oh, the Thundertons. Oh, he'll live a happy life there.
The Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
The new Marvel movie.
He'll be living a happy life. There's plenty of Warforged and gnomes all alike there. That's
They
good to
seem
hear.
like very. I don't know how
Yeah,
you
you
would
know
phrase
what
it,
they're doing up
outgoing
there?
People that live there.
Oh yes, they're a
Like, how do they
brewing
make
company.
the money?
They're the-
What are they doing?
They do a Thunderton.
Ah.
It's a Thunderton barreling company. So they barrel everything from food to beer, everything. Hell, I even have some. As he points to like the back wall, you can see like there is some Thunderton barrels lined up on the wall. Yeah.
I just look grossly at them. It's like, he was so sweaty.
What are you talking about? He seemed like look confused.
We met him. He was in the middle of, what did he call it? A dog pile.
Oh, aye.
I think there was several people
I think they
involved.
were wrestling.
You hear
And,
him. The minute Grog says that, you just hear
wrestling.
him. You hear him cackle. Ah, wrestling. Oh, Gronk, you are way too innocent for this. Ah, so I see. Yeah, a little too rich for my blood. But in any case, I'm glad to see you all are doing fine. Hearing your adventures makes me happy. Very well, very well. I used to be an adventurer, but I can't anymore. And I'm glad to hear of other people, especially ones I care about,
Did something happen to your knee or something?
Damn it! See, that's what I was waiting for.
I was waiting
I was
for-
an adventurer like you that took an arrow to the knee. That means marriage, and he is married, so it would have worked.
It means, ow, my knee. There's an arrow in it.
Also, we need a place to stay tonight. What do you say?
Well, of course. I'm not gonna say no to you guys.
Perfect.
Have as much mead or water, looks at Grog, as you want. Stay as long as you want. Just make sure there is no trouble in the bar, okay? And he gives you all a wink, and then he just kind of like walks away behind the bar.
We instantly start making as much trouble as possible.
Starts throwing chairs. That's what you get. Ha ha ha.
You thought, didn't you? Gronk has turned into a heathen. Gronk goes out to a shed and lays down.
Okay.
I figure we should take a long rest, and in the morning we'll get on the wagon.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how long we've been in the
Delivery from
Tavern.
Zutzut.
Tavern a good
Probably like-
while. Since they were explaining everything that happened, I would say probably like an hour or two. So let me see.
I was gonna say, it still seems like it's pretty early in the day just to go back there and just lay down for 16 hours until morning.
Also,
It's
true.
just like oblivion. You're sitting there, standing there, just breathing as the hours go by.
Like, how are they not hungry? They haven't moved. What is
Like,
going
they're just
on?
staring at a wall, menacingly.
It's like when you had to wait for like what was it? The Brotherhood or whatever. Oh, Gray Fox. That's what it was. You had to wait for Gray
Yeah,
Fox.
you gotta wait
or whatever.
outside that person's hut forever until there's like a specific moon or whatever. Fun
Yeah.
fact, the very first time I did that mission, I had vampirism and I waited outside and I just waited through time. I was like, oh, I'll just go back tonight. I'll be fine. No, your guy dies. It's just like, oh, you're exposed to the sun. Just-
So, what would you guys like to do while you guys are kind of just at the bar right now?
Link's always fun.
Hmm.
Can I swing over while they're hanging at the bar? Since you said it's still daytime. What time is it?
Well, if I remember right, you guys went to Zutzut's. It was around like 7 or 8ish, and you probably hung out with Zutzut for like an hour, so it'd be 9. And then when you went to the bar, you probably explained everything in about 2 hours or so. So I'd say it's probably like around 11 right now.
I want to swing by the blacksmith and see if he has any leather gear to go with my leather chest plate.
Okay. Oh, hello, Gronk. I have plenty of things for sale that are leather. We can do leather bracelets, leather pants. It's all up to you. Andrew disappeared. Oh, he did! There we go.
Oh,
There we are. Hello again.
I can hear. Oh, is it frozen again?
No,
You're
we're
not even on the screen.
Yeah. There we go. It's Jake. So,
Out all of a sudden.
so you hear the blacksmith say, "Oh, I have a bunch of things
Hello?
for sale. I have leather bracelets, leather pants, leather whatever you need."
I just want a full set of leather armor, other than the chest plate, obviously, because I'm already.
Oh, okay. So we'll give you the leather pants, leather braces, and do you want a leather cap? We can do that too. You're gonna look like a fool, but it's still leather regardless.
Don't have anything that looks cool and is quiet.
Unfortunately, no. Too big of
Well, it's
too big of cap makes too much noise.
well, you know I need a big cap.
All right. Hey,
Yeah, I'll do everything but the cap.
everything. How does 300 gold pieces sound?
Fair.
All right. He gives you all the pieces of it, and he goes, "I heard what you did, by the way." And he instantly hands you about 100 gold back. So 200 is fine enough for me. And you see him turn around and he starts banging on some metal next to the smelter.
So what kind of leather armor would it be?
This one's just regular leather.
Just regular.
Yeah, just
There's
regular.
just so many different things that pop up when you type in leather.
Yeah, I know. It's insane. It is insane.
Armor of radiant resistance leather.
Now, does anybody have anything they want to do real quick?
Yeah, I want demon leather armor.
RJ, did
That's
you
in the
fall
list.
asleep real quick?
No, I was messaging.
It looked like you fell asleep there. So that, oh man, we gotta wrap this up quick. RJ's already fallen asleep.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
It's
Eh.
cutting out again for me too, so.
Oh, that's not good. Gobi,
Hello?
would you like? We can still hear you.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna shut Discord off, like completely close it and open it back up, okay?
Okay.
You guys just keep going.
Okay. Gobi, do you have anything you want to do before we get to closing the session and all that jazz?
No, nothing important.
Nothing important? Okay. Now, here's the cool part about the next session is that once you guys get to the big city, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a good one. Good sesh, good sesh.
Nice.
We'll be pretty dope. Just saying. Just saying.
I'll have to rehash some of my stuff before we go there.
It's gonna be good though. I mean, what's gonna be cool is that you guys will be able to explore more of the world, which that'll be fun. That'll be good. That's what I'm looking forward to. Is that your metal dice? What is? What, oh, is that the revolver dice?
No, these are different ones.
Oh, those are your normal metal ones. I gotcha. Your normal metal ones.
Normal metal ones.
I was gonna wait for Andrew to hop back on, but he must be having some real bad internet trouble, I guess.
Yeah, is he just frozen on your guys' screen too?
Yep.
Yeah. That happened to me the last time, and what I had to
Somebody
do was
just
close
started
out Discord and
guarantee
restart it up
nothing.
too.
All right, y'all. We're gonna close the D&D session, so I hope y'all enjoy.